Awesome, coolest show ever.
Shout out Tommy Longbox. It was a long trip. Already got the package. Crack on! Dude, that's an old shout out right there. Crack on is a good one, bro. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I even took it down. It's been so long, dude, I got taken out of the rotation.
He missed it's Crack on, but yeah. Tommy, what's up? Yeah, Tommy sent me something. We'll talk about it on Sunday show. Thank you, man. It got here fast from overseas. Thank you to all of our overseas people, by the way. Shout out to them. They've really been hitting us up a lot lately, and really appreciate you guys. I know we make jokes about our Canadian brethren and sisters and our United Kingdom folks that watch us a lot, but we do appreciate you guys. Thank you. Yeah, Kagan. Oh, it is Kakon. He spelled it right then. He sent me that. It's funny though too, because like when I get packages, just to break the fourth wall, I guess. When I get packages from the United States, it's always, Marco. When I get packages from overseas, it's my Christian and my Greek name and every fucking name on that bitch like 15 times. So it's kind of funny because I was like, hey, wait, because
government name.
Life's like, who the fuck is using your Christian name? And I was like, I don't know. Where's it from? She's like, oh, it's from Ireland. I go, oh, Tommy Longbox. Okay. No, it's from. So, all right, let's say hi to chat. GTT Comics, hi, thumbs up. Tommy Longbox, there he goes, Kakan. What was that from? Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Star Wars, I think.
Sounds like a Star Wars thing, yeah.
Yeah. I use the Star Wars font, so.
AOA, also shout out to a guy, No Way Who Draws. He's already been.
Oh yeah.
The Japanese stuff going on. I had asked.
Yeah, he's out in Japan, so you should.
I had asked the weirdest question because I'm trying to book the hotels, and they're asking like, are your children upper or lower, or upper or under? And I'm like, fuck does that mean? And if you say under, you get free meals though. So I think it's like
the bottom cupid.
I think what is upper grade, like I think the translation is like it might be a bad translation. Obviously, I don't
get it, like higher grades or like.
Right.
Yeah, so it's probably like it's probably like an age thing, and I don't think it's high school though because I don't know. You're thinking high school because of our system. Who knows?
No, I know.
GT.
You need to make sure you talk to Vince. You got to go when you take the kids.
How many did he take? How many kids did he take?
He didn't take any kids. I'm talking about some of the things you got to do with them. Like you got to go to the deer, the bowing deer at the park. It was awesome.
We're gonna go to Pokemon.
Really cool. Pokemon, of course.
Yeah.
You'll have time if you have time to do other stuff, but like there's a couple of Pokemon centers.
You gotta all make fun of how the fuck I say it. I own a lot of them motherfuckers. I collected a bunch of them, and
hey,
I'm going to see it
early.
Till y'all go see it. Oh, sorry, my bad. Watch my mouth.
You just watch your mouth, mister.
All right, we'll have to edit that out. Okay, we'll have to edit that.
I got time to be editing stuff.
You know what though? Hey, look, Wednesday's turned into my playing that Star Wars card game, which is also turned into my heavily drinking in the daytime. Plus, I had to put my side.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah. Well, you get to drink at the card shop, so it's nice.
And not just balls.
And then I'm coming back and like everybody, because I walk, and then everybody pull over. We start talking and just drinking anymore. It's nice living off a lake in summertime. And what am I even doing here? Thank you, AOA, for everybody. There you go. GTK Comics keeps saying a lot of stuff. Ryan, good evening, everyone. Wookiee Fanatic 2. Don't worry about it. Ryan will go with us also when you come to town. I'm already volunteering him. There you go, Ryan. Okay, thank you, AOA. There we go. Matthew. Hey, everyone. I'm ready for another great time. Where were you, Matthew, last week when we did a bunch of fucking wheels? We did so many fucking wheels last week, Matthew. Matthew, what are you doing here? S tier. Dude, I'm cleaning this room, and man, the dust is just flying at this point. Ed, what's up? Hey, kids. Hey, Ed.
Pollen is killing me these days.
I probably too. Books already in Blood Hunt. How can you? Dude, that's ridiculous.
Is that how many there's been?
Greasy. Hey, AOA, watch yourself. What's up, boys? What's up? We're gonna go to Ben's. Wookiee Fanatic's coming into town. He wanted to go to. I know they got Vault downtown. He's staying downtown. I told him we'll probably pick him up and take him out to Ben's for a little bit. So, dude, yeah, no doubt. It's a small town. I live in a small town. Bar Lord. What's up? And then you
Hey,
get picked up on a club card or whatever. You just tool around, jump on somebody's boat real quickly. Next thing you know, you're talking comics with all you fine people. All right, let's get into it.
Where we want to start off with the news. All right, let me find.
I mean, this is only our 300th show. We should at least know what we're doing.
It's not 300. It's 154. Maybe we start putting that in there so I know how many we're at.
I think it's It's over 2 years.
It is. No, it's 154 though.
Yeah.
Shit, that's a lot of time.
154 straight weeks. Because
Dang.
I missed a couple, but somebody here.
Not one.
Nope.
One.
Even when we thought he was missing, he would pop in.
You didn't miss it.
I don't miss that shit, dude.
I missed a bunch of the beginning.
Baba Yaga.
Yeah, it took us a while to find Dub.
Right.
All right. Let me get
people, kid. I hear you.
Nice. It's
right,
true.
now it's time for the
I don't know if I like this later start, but it's all right.
All right. Yeah. Needed it. All right. Let's talk about some news. Here we go.
Let's go.
All right. We had to talk about this right off the bat. I mean, DC fanboys are going nuts right now. I mean, James Gunn tweeted a picture of Superman putting on his boots. Yeah. I mean, there's a big eyeball back there shooting a laser beam, and then there's green, which is a Green Lantern. So many questions. I mean, they're talking about look at this costume, look at the texture, look at the red boots, look at the underwear.
He's got to go work out.
His arms are small. I am guilty of saying that. That if you look at the suit, the suit's a little big for his arms. I'm just I'm the guy's buff. They put out another picture of him that he's all working out and at the gym. But I mean, people are. I mean, I've seen tons of memes of this just in my private chat. I've seen memes of this. Ridiculous. I mean, but hey, this movie comes out July of 2025, and they're building the hype we need. DC needs a good movie, and they're James Gunn's,
Superman ain't gonna be
what they want.
Superman ain't going to
You guys remember when they showed that first picture of Brandon Routh or whatever, Superman, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, what's going on here?
What's wrong with the costume? It's terrible. We hate it. Yeah.
Who's this?
I don't even know his name. I can't remember.
Is this guy playing Superman?
This is the guy playing Superman. Yes.
Superman.
Yeah.
Like David Cornwell or something.
Yes.
You know what they shouldn't do?
What?
Another Superman movie.
I'm fine with a Superman movie. Again, my problem with this picture is why is he taking his sweet ass time putting his boots on when shit's going down in the window behind him?
Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he hasn't turned around yet.
He's Superman.
Maybe
that's
they just
got if he doesn't know.
Maybe it's going really fast and they just clipped it. It's a photo.
Yeah,
so like in a tenth of a second. No, in a tenth of a sececond later, he's already out there. You don't know. Maybe it's really fast and they just caught him at this is, like they took like 1,000
after a long
pictures.
flight, he just likes to make fists with his toes in the carpet, to relax. Like John.
No,
McClane,
what I'm saying is it's a picture. I'm saying it's a picture. So maybe it was like this is super speed and we caught him. You can't even see him with the human eye because he's going so fast. But you took 1,000 pictures and this is the only one that shows him clearly because he's going so fast.
He's going so fast, but they still caught that sadness on his face. Like, man, I don't want to go to work.
Yeah, because he's like, I really don't want to have to do another Superman movie because people are going to tell me how crappy a character Superman is. I mean,
they're just going to yell that I'm not the other guy.
Yo, next up, let's do a Dick Tracy movie. All I'm saying.
You want to do a Dick Tracy movie?
We got a comic. I mean, you never know how far a movie is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's about the same thing. Maybe we can get a Gene Autry. Maybe we can get a Gene Autry movie too while we're at it. Let's just do that.
Wow. Gene Autry comics sell though. I got to tell you,
they do. But I mean, so do Superman comics. But like that clientele, that's what we're aiming for. Okay, guys. Good job, DC.
This is the one he wants to do himself. James Gunn is doing this himself. So and then now title has been changed from Superman Legacy to just Superman.
Okay.
That was the other big thing.
He's quiet quitting.
Quitting.
We should quit on this idea.
We just had to talk about this because this was the thing, and like literally, this is what everybody talked about for days.
I know.
So yeah, yeah.
I saw
love
that. I luckily I was under the weather when this came out, so it was like 24 hours later. So I just fast forward. I saw like 2 pictures and then being put. Just fast forward through all this bullshit. Done.
Fast forward
Nice.
and swipe up and just get
Yeah,
through it.
just hit the button that said 42 messages, new message, and hit that button, and it takes you all the way down to the. You can get rid of all 42 messages. You don't even have to read them.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah,
saying.
that sounds about right.
Ed's got a question for you, Marco. Who you got? Bats or soups?
I'll be honest with you. I'm just look, man. Neither one, but I will tell you, Batman is a more relevant character to the populace of this day and age. So, as a seller, yes, I would take Batman all day long.
You would rather see Robert Pattinson make another movie than
sure, absolutely, because the bad guy characters were great. Sparkle McSparkle bags didn't really matter, but because you get that whole villain for
Batman. That's
Sparkle bags.
What? Yeah, I mean, look, dude. What would I like to have as a fan? I want Dark Justice League. Dark Justice League. Somebody who sells comics. Superman comics only sell to a very few amount of people, and it ain't nobody in our chat. Even though we've got some old motherfuckers, it ain't them. It is very old people who are dying.
All right, well
that's not true. He's not 99% pure gold.
Yeah, that's a bit of an over. I like James Gunn, don't get me wrong, but
I do
nobody's batting 1,000 here.
Hey, but I'll give it. Hey, listen, if he hits a home run and makes this character somebody that people actually give a shit about, don't give me that crap. Oh, oldest character of all time, blah 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 bullshit. Like, you actually have to care about that character. Nobody gives a shit about Superman.
I didn't care about Superman till I saw the Bruce Timm animated series, and then I really haven't cared about him since.
Point being, that's not the one we're getting. We're not getting an animated series.
The animated series was pure gold. I hope it's good.
Yeah,
I do. Anything Bruce Timm puts out, I'm watching it. But I'm gonna watch this movie. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm gonna watch it, but
yeah, I'm hoping DC does well with their new universe.
Me too. I agree.
They need to do well, and I hope it does well.
I agree, because I'm sick of the DC haters too. Like, I'm sick of hearing, X-Men 97, X-Men's over. Dude, I swear to God, ever since X-Men was a home run 2, you really get to see the negative side of the DC fanboy. Because all you hear all people ever talk about is X-Men. Yeah, because they have a good series. DC come up with something good, we'll talk about you too.
Yeah, it's right now, don't judge off a photo is all. We got to see some movement.
Action. We got to see actual movie. Right.
Give us something good.
Let me see the story.
Tell me about it.
Okay, let's talk about the box office. Speaking of stories, number 1 movie in America.
I think I know what it is, but I did not go. I forgot.
Oh yeah, is this the Fall Guy?
Fall Guy. Yep. Yeah. Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt.
I do want to see it.
27.7 million. Number 2 was a surprise.
Look at number 2.
Look at number 2. I know they talked about it on Sunday. 8.7 million for
a lot of people like it. Yeah.
Yeah. First time in over a decade that Marvel is not kicking off the summer season. Usually it's a Marvel movie right now. Last year it was Guardians of the Galaxy. 118 million this weekend for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And it's the softest start in 15 years for the quote-unquote summer season kickoff. So,
well, can we... Yeah, it's fine. I don't care about all that. Yeah. Can we talk a little bit about this, though? Wasn't the Fall Guy already something with another guy, with the guy that plays Deadpool in it?
Ryan Reynolds?
No, you're thinking of Free Guy.
Oh.
Yeah, Fall Guy was a TV show in like the 80s. Lee Majors and...
Yeah. Remember he had the brown pickup truck?
Jumping open drawbridge. Make Clint Eastwood a star. That guy, Lee Majors. Yeah, I used to watch that show. I remember.
Yeah, I was a fan of the show. But no,
right.
I wonder if we'll go back to the olden days when Memorial Day was the summer movie kickoff. It wasn't until the 90s or whatever when we had like the Mummy and stuff coming out a little bit earlier that we got.
They wanted to beat that Memorial Day weekend. You know, the studio started trying to one up each other, right?
Exactly.
So,
well,
we got. There's movies coming out. Like there's a lot of movies. So maybe we.
We got. Hey, hold on. We're getting right back into it. Where all the writing's going to catch up to us soon, and all the other stuff that's been shot. You know, there was a strike. Right. So we'll see what happens.
So this next little bit is a rumor. I'm gonna tell you right now. I made it really big, really big. That it's.
I asked for this.
So
what is this nonsense?
So
I wanted this.
It's a rumor. This is not actual.
All right. What is this garbage? What is this garbage?
Well, I mean, you're calling it garbage, but Marvel Studios allegedly wants Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to play Apocalypse. The Rock's,
it'd be better than Oscar Isaac.
He looks the part. He could do it.
That would be my first choice for him, but
yeah. Well, he recently came back to wrestling. Kind of a way to keep him relevant, so he can be in front of people after like a series of high-profile failures. Black
Young
Adam,
Rock was good. What are you hating on
canceled.
Young Rock?
Young Rock got canceled after like a season.
It was like 3 seasons, bro. You better,
you
better stop with the hate. Listen, man, you better stop with the hate.
XFL kind of had to merge with another company because it wasn't doing so hot.
That was his part's the part that got a vested interest in it. The other part didn't get the vested interest. He's doing better because what are you trying? Look, man, I know it's tough when people are successful, so you just got to hate on them because, like, jealousy.
He's really trying to avoid, going direct to DVD. So he had to come back to WrestleMania.
I don't think he cares direct to DVD. He gets his cash up front.
So now he's
First off, Black Adam was a failure, not because of The Rock. It was a failure because they canceled the whole DCU. Number 2, Young Rock got 3 seasons. You know how many, especially in an area where there's no longer, even when cable was at its top. Do you know how hard it is to get 3 seasons, bro? 3.
How many did Young Sheldon get?
Well, Young Sheldon's probably 4, 5.
I don't know.
Probably somewhere around there, 4 maybe.
Huh.
Too many. Too many is my answer to that question.
I don't know. Nobody watched it. My point being, 3 seasons is a lot of seasons. So you're trying to put this out as stuff, and then not only that, but he's now the face of the combined leagues and has a vested interest in the league. So. Which one of these is a lot? I mean, Black Adam, he got paid for, right? I get it. The movie wasn't the best because
he got paid, yeah, of course.
So which one of these was bad? Sounds like he's rolling.
I mean, getting paid was not the issue; is how well the movie does is the issue. How well the Black Adam
could do this role. Apocalypse has never been the most talkative of cats. Like he usually has.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, you can't have him talking too much.
But he can talk. He can deliver one-liners and
right.
Yeah.
He'd be great. I think. I mean, everything else aside, I think he would do well in this role. I think like he can be the intimidating villain. He plays a great villain. Anytime he's a villain, he's way better than when he's a good guy.
Here's what they got to do with it. They got to give him the right armor, right? He's got to look menacing. It doesn't matter who you have playing him. You have to have him. You got to remember that Apocalypse. Like, they've got to have the feeling of Apocalypse. The guy who's trying to save something, but doing it a different way by destroying everything. He's got to have that mindset of kind of like the bad guy who thinks he's doing good, but he's really doing worse. Like,
I mean, it's got to be Thanos level, right? Like, look like
bigger than Thanos level.
Yeah,
bigger than Thanos.
Survival over fittest. Like, you have to embody that mentality, not just.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do, and they've never gotten that. You've got to be like. I mean, I hate to say it, but you got to be like the end. I don't think we can use those words, like the guy, the Charlie Chaplin guy type thing. Like you got somebody on his scene where it's like he thinks he's doing the wrong thing, even though he's deluded, delusional, and a fucking idiot. Like, that's the mentality. The mentality of anybody who's ever tried to like be a conqueror before and eliminate whole populations.
They just missed the mark when they made the last movie.
Well, I mean,
with him in it because he looked.
And give him some fucking armor. Like make him big. You know what I mean? Make him huge. Make him huge. It's okay if his head looks small. Make him huge. Make him look like Apocalypse. A force that's been around forever. Don't give me stupid Umbo, whatever, the original Egyptian guy.
And I don't need the whole movie of like an origin. I don't need like
no origin whatsoever. You don't need that at all.
Just bring him in. You're right.
Yes.
Bring him in.
So when are they gonna?
This is again rumor.
This is rumor. Hey, that'd be cool if we got Age of Apocalypse. Hey, that'd be cool if we got Age of Apocalypse.
That'd be awesome.
Bring him in for Age of Apocalypse.
Don't jump ahead. Absolutely. Don't jump ahead. We'll get there.
We're getting there. All right.
All right.
We'll
get there.
So
we do the
one Marvel rumor,
Ivan Ooze, that's who it was.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. That see, the guy wasn't bad. The guy wasn't bad. But they never made him like, if they bulked him out, he didn't talk much and he was menacing of that mindset. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think like, make him Napoleon
like Oscar Isaac's closer to my height.
Yeah. You ever watch that movie about the guy in Africa, the general that ended up like,
sure.
Who the heck was he? He was played by, who's the guy with the lazy eye?
What?
Who's the guy with the lazy, that main actor that's got the lazy eye? He played,
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker. Do you remember that movie where it was the African dictator?
Oh yeah.
Like that type of mindset. You got to have somebody have that type of mindset.
If he didn't, I think he won. I think he won an Oscar for that.
Yeah, for that movie, right? Like that type of mindset is what like you just need to do.
Not Columbo.
Not Columbo, get out of here. All right.
Yes,
The Last King of Scotland. That was it.
Oh,
Thank
nice.
you, AOA.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so from one Marvel rumor to a little more than a rumor,
you're right.
We've got
more.
Giancarlo Esposito says he has joined the MCU with an astray parentheses there, but in some audio, there was a con in Mexico called CCXP, and this was, I actually saw the audio of him, or saw the video of him saying this. The beginning of it was cut off, but he talked about being in a Marvel movie. He says he can't promise you it's going to be Professor X, but something original. So I don't know if it's a new character like a Sylvie and Loki or something like that. He really didn't, but he didn't say obviously who it was. A different version of Professor X. Would you like to see me play a Marvel character in a Marvel movie? But he said it's going to happen sooner than you think. So
I'm okay.
Whatever that means.
I'm okay if this is a we can pass. We've seen it. Like, I hate to say it, we've seen enough of you.
I'm okay with him being in a Marvel movie. I don't care if he's a major. Yeah, he can do. He plays a
great
villain.
actor.
Yeah.
He could be in anything, in my opinion.
Because if you know my opinion on stuff, is like, let's bring in some fresh talent every once in a while to surprise us with how good they are.
Well, to the point of it depends on what it is. Like, don't let him play the same.
This dude plays the same dude. This dude plays the same dude. This dude plays the same dude every time.
He doesn't play the same dude every time.
Yes, he does. Yes. When he was in what's Breaking Bad, he had the same rhythmic stance that he had as when he played Gideon, as when he played who else did he play? Can he play?
Hey, what about when he was trying to hunt down Kaiser Soze? He wasn't the same guy.
Same guy.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
he was more quick at his feet. He was talking. He was a cop. He was doing some interrogating.
Yeah,
I've heard.
Was he? Because Kaiser Soze literally just went behind him and took everything off the wall. And
that wasn't him. That was Chaz Palminteri. He was talking to the dude in the hospital. He never saw what's his name.
Oh yeah, that's right. Kaiser Soze.
He never saw Spacey.
Yeah, but it took forever. Spacey was in there the whole time. Yeah, right.
I think he's a good actor. I'm looking forward to seeing him in a Marvel movie.
I'd say he's a bad actor, guys. Here, I listen. Every once in a while,
you always yell at JJ for talking down and everything and criticizing everything. He's standing up. He's standing up for the man's acting job.
No. He's just playing contradictory because I didn't say the guy was a bad actor. He's saying I said the guy's a bad actor. I didn't say that.
You said he plays the same role every time.
That's a definition of a bad actor.
No. He plays a good part every time. I've enjoyed what he's done because they typecast him into parts that play well for him. What I'm telling you is bring somebody young, bring somebody new. I didn't say anything bad about this.
You don't know who he's playing.
Doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? What if he's just playing like the president in the universe? You're not gonna have a young guy do that.
I don't want to see the president in the universe. Waste of money.
I'm looking forward to seeing him, and when we have more news on who he is, we will let you know.
Yep.
Yeah. The character actors are good actors too. Just they act like a character. Ed, you misunderstand what I'm saying here. Thank you, Ed, for agreeing with me, even though you hate to agree.
Rick and Morty has a new anime coming out. Wow. I don't know. I'm not a huge Rick and Morty guy. I've seen some things. I got a couple of buddies who's like way into it. Yeah, they've done some shorts and things.
Yeah.
But they put out a trailer. I think it came out like this week. And the premiere will be later this year. Okay. And it's gonna be another family within the multiverse of Rick and Morty. So
yeah, that's fine.
So Rick and Morty fans,
I'll give it a look-see, but I generally don't care about the extra stuff that they throw out there sometimes.
You just want the actual show.
Yeah, I just want the actual show.
How long is Rick and Morty still going on?
Yeah, season 8 is coming soon, I think.
Holy hell.
Yeah,
Dude, remember the time they had Szechuan sauce at McDonald's?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And they Jesus Christ.
They caused a ruckus. Okay.
That's amazing. They should have done that for Arby's.
Arby's.
So
Yeah,
the guy on the right
Who
is
we
Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
The guy on the left is Louis Desposito. He is a co-president of Marvel Studios. And he has an interview recently with Empire Magazine and talked about how 2023 was a rough year for Marvel. And he's like, if we just stayed on top, it would have been bad because then we would have just been like, yeah, we're cool, everything's great. He goes, this made us kind of rethink what's going on. I'm kind of paraphrasing what he said, but
I mean, that's fine.
They learned their lessons, and they're going to pare down. I don't know where I may have heard this before. 2 to 3 films a year and 1 or 2 shows instead of just flooding the.
That's plenty.
Whole.
That's plenty.
Yep, exactly. So,
yeah, I mean that's plenty, but also too, it's not that. It's that they literally just kept washing and repeating the same shit.
That too.
Right.
That too.
They took failures because they did well at the box office, and they didn't go like, oh shit, maybe we should step it up. I mean, Thor 2, all the Iron Man movies after 1, they kept getting these dogs and going, oh well, we're gonna just keep going with it, and they weren't flexible enough to move around. So hopefully that's the lesson they learned. I don't think content was a problem. I think the problem was they were not flexible enough to move on, and they just
the quality of the content.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm not sure they learned their lesson. I think they're like, oh well, people because there's less, they're gonna want it more. That's not the case. They might forget about you altogether, especially if you do back-to-back shit. So
yeah.
I doubt they'll forget about them.
All right.
That is a good point, JJ.
The way he's smiling.
The other guy looks like Ben Gazzara, the bad guy from Roadhouse.
100 episodes in 10 years. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's right, because they had signed an extension to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct. Dr. Paul Proteus. All right, let's talk about some streaming news. So this was a bit of news that I just saw. Kind of a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max all in one bundle. So Warner Brothers. What's that?
What about ESPN Plus?
Yeah, it wasn't part of it. So Max, HBO, and Disney Plus in the same place. That's kind of a weird thing, but they're already doing that sports thing that we had talked about previously, where they're doing the sports bundle with Fox.
I misread this too. I was thinking it was being like in the same place. They're still gonna have their own apps. It's just a bundle price where you'll get all of them.
Yeah, you'll be able to buy.
You'll still log into Max. You'll still log into Disney.
Right.
It's just they'll be
gator for the 3
sharing like profits.
Yeah, like exactly. Pay one price to get all 3. Instead of just paying.
They're recreating cable with streaming services. Is what we're doing, folks.
They're giving us an ad plan and an ad-free plan as well.
It's all cut cable, get away from cable. We'll pick what we want, and now we're going back and bundling them together so you save by getting all of them.
Or none of them.
All cable.
Or none of them. Exactly. I also read that, we've talked about the crackdown like last week or a couple weeks ago. We talked about Netflix and how they're actually gained subscribers by doing that whole password crackdown thing. Yeah. And I think Disney's been talking about it for a while. I think June is their target date for starting to crack down on the Disney Plus sharing. Mm-hmm. So.
Oh, JJ, don't get me wrong. I don't use ESPN Plus at all. That's like the forced landline I get from Fios for our cable. Like, yeah, you need a landline. If you get rid of the landline, it'll actually be more expensive. So I get ESPN Plus as part of my current bundle. Because otherwise it would be more expensive.
Now that they're showing Monday Night Football on like regular over-the-air television, like you can get it on ABC now, so I don't need ESPN anymore. Like that was the only reason ESPN was.
Sports is like everywhere. I'm like flipping through the channels like for other things. I'm like, why is the NBA, playoff game on, HBO Max or Max. Like, why is it there?
Well, I mean, in the next 5 years, you're going to see a lot of the contracts come up for the major sports, and then it might be a whole new world where you have to have.
Yeah, basketball's coming up soon. I was reading about that. Just reading about that today.
Yeah,
well,
and
we had a problem.
TNT passed on it, and then now they're going to have to
trash. We don't need basketball.
They're saying that, but now they have like 6 months or whatever the time period is to match. Was it Amazon's deal or
pay
Apple's deal? Yeah, now they're going to pay. They're going to pay.
Yeah, I know locally we've had problems with the Tigers and
because of Valley Sports.
Valley Sports.
Valley Sports been bankrupt for a year, so like I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I don't know what they're trying to do. Just listen to them on the radio. Speaking of sports. WWE has extended the deal for Raw.
Sports
through
entertainment.
The end of the year. Sports entertainment, exactly. They were only supposed to go through Q3, and then now they've done it to the end of the year.
Oh well, it makes sense because
The Rock came back. Yeah, because The Rock came back.
Well, no, their new deal with like Netflix and stuff doesn't start till 2025
next year. Right? Exactly.
And Universal
Sports entertainment.
It's not just the Tigers; it's all Bally's, it's all local stuff.
They're just getting SmackDown instead of Raw, so it's basically just let's hold hands until we exchange everything.
So they switch shows. Yeah, Raw goes to Netflix and SmackDown comes to USA. So 10 years.
Sports
it's a 10-year deal. Yeah. Sorry, Joe.
Makes sense. This was a gimme. I just didn't think they still had to.
Yeah, they had to make it. Yeah. TKO has been doing very well. There was all kinds of information in the article about like how well they've been doing, and the WWE events have been doing fantastic. Live events and televised events have just been they've been making money off of them all. So they're on a streak right now. So they'll tell you all about it if you watch any of the broadcasts about how many weeks in a row that they've sold out venues. So they're doing great. Even without some of the big stars and stuff being on, they'll still do well. So, all right, let's talk about something that Marco is a little more interested in.
Oh boy, I don't know if it's a good thing or not.
Bo DeMaio has homework for you X-Men 97 fans. He wants you to watch Star Trek.
I'm not watching that.
The Next Generation.
Bullshit.
That's your homework before you watch the finale.
Who's this dude
it's an
taking
episode
a turn
Cause and Effect, season 5, episode 18. And it had everybody's favorite Kelsey Grammer in it, known for playing Frasier and also playing Beast.
It's Beast.
It's Beast, and had Beast and Professor X in the same show before they were Beast and Professor X.
I don't even know where you would watch this bullshit at. Like, and who cares? That dude, is that him? He looks like he's taking a shit.
Yep, sitting in his captain's chair.
Why is this lady looking at?
That's how I'm sitting. I'm not taking a shit.
If you're taking a shit, but you're sitting like this.
Yeah, right now I got my elbow.
Grab it on the side. Hold on for dear life. You gotta
this
get that
is exactly how I'm sitting.
Yeah, dude, don't sit like that. Look, hey, he's letting a fart out because look at her.
I'm not making the face while I'm sitting like that.
Yeah, he's grunting out a growler, dude.
So for those of you who don't know, this is a spoiler alert from something that came out. Yeah, he's still fired from the show.
He's still fired, dude.
Yeah.
So
this came out, I don't even know, like in the 90s.
Yeah, what did you tell us to watch last week? We should go back to that.
We could have talked about that, but
we could talk about that.
Yeah. Okay. But this episode is literally the ship being caught in a time loop. Over and over and over. Like the same thing happens in the episode like 5 times. And then it finally breaks free from the time
wobbly.
Exactly. So X-Men 97 time loop? I don't know. I'm not caught up, so I have no idea what's going on in the show.
No,
there's only one left after today, right? Yeah, you got one. That's for the finale, he said. So so you can take from that what you will. I want you to watch Star Trek before you
I'll take it for what that dude's doing in the picture on the right. Take it for a load of crap.
For a dump.
I don't know.
I
think he's just telling you look out for some time travel stuff.
Yeah, last week he told you to read X-Men. Was it 25?
No, he said 304. I extended it out to 25 because
you
it was
said
Fate
25
Factions.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
And that's why I'm taking my victory lap on that one.
Yeah, you totally 100%. You were spot on with that.
I just didn't think it would happen this episode. I thought it would happen next episode.
Yeah, what a way to
That's
end
all.
the episode, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about different. So, Peacock has ordered a new series from The Office universe, whatever that means. I didn't know The Office had a universe.
I don't even know them. Yeah. What?
Well, Parks and Rec, I think, was supposed to be in the same.
Oh
universe.
yeah, okay, I didn't know that.
I like Parks and Rec.
So within the universe of the original Office, there's no casting. Oh, it's going to be a whole new cast, whole new setting. Early reports have told us that it's going to be at a Midwest newspaper company. None of the old cast is involved. Yeah.
How's it connected?
Maybe they're going to talk about Scranton or something. I don't know. So this is
Creed will be there. Creed Bratton.
Yeah, maybe Creed will be the head of the Office. Yeah, so far we don't know anything about it, but we just know that Peacock has ordered episodes. And I will say this Olympics episode from the original American Office was probably one of my favorite episodes.
It was a good episode.
I can't think of one that I like better. The birds
episode.
in the background were amazing.
I never watched The Office, but I hear the English version's better.
The English version's pretty good, but I mean, you got to like the U.S. characters, so I watched it with a bunch of other people at the same time. So
no, this was a good show. This is a show I can just have on, and we've had it on in the background.
Yeah, I still laugh about some of the things. You know, some of the episodes are so good.
Yeah, not every episode's a winner, but you know,
right? Yeah, you might be right, JJ. It could be just that's the same kind of format that they did with the other show, mockumentary kind of thing.
Well, it says universe. It didn't say style. I'm reading like the way they wrote it.
Yeah, but if Parks and Rec they did Parks and Rec in the.
It was supposed to be in Pennsylvania, right near them.
Oh, but I thought it was kind of a mockumentary style. If this was a mockumentary style,
that's what it was. It was
Parks and Rec was a mockumentary style, so maybe they're just
yes.
Maybe they're just saying that like whenever you do a mockumentary, it's in the style of
gotcha.
For universe.
All right, talk about a couple toys.
Yeah, let's get to some toys.
And first off, Marvel Legends, we're getting a retro Venom.
Does he squirt black goo?
No black goo and no clicking tongue. This is going to be on the Spider-Man, retro card. It's part of the Marvel's 85th anniversary. It will be a Walmart exclusive. So expecting it to be during Walmart's Collector Con over the summertime.
I just put these away in storage. The Venom, the Toy Biz Venom ones.
The Toy Biz ones?
Yeah. The Marvel one, the black suit one, yeah.
You ever have the talking one where you click, I want to eat your brain?
I want to eat your brain. That's the one I put away, yep.
Does it still talk? Does it still work?
Yeah. The last time I checked, but my kid was playing with it, so it might not work anymore.
My sister would always, I had these hanging on my wall. My sister would always go in my room and push the button, and I would always get mad at her.
Which is the one that comes with the pin also. There's one that comes with the Venom pin in it.
I don't think I had that. I had the Venom and Magneto were the two that I had that talked. Yeah. But the Eat Your Brain one was awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, so for you Legends fans, I'll give you a heads up before this comes out. Just like I'm going to let you know tomorrow, if you want that Warbird that we talked about, it goes on sale tomorrow at Target's website. So it's Captain Marvel, Karen Danvers, but they're calling it Warbird.
What's up, Archer?
So
the black suit.
Want that?
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, black suit goes on sale on Target's website sometime tomorrow. So,
okay.
McFarlane's going to give us a Batman White Knight gold label Batmobile.
Can you say that again?
Batman White Knight gold label Batmobile.
Oh, okay.
Can it?
Who cares?
Just making sure that nobody
need more colors and things mixed in there.
It's a 20-inch long Batmobile. It's a pre-orders available now for $89.99, and it comes out in June of this year. Batman figure is sold separately.
I don't give a shit.
With that spacing, you could fill both. Oh.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Nintendo is giving us a deluxe edition of. So back in the day, Nintendo used to have world championships, and they would have tournaments at the malls and things like that. And they had all these different games you would play. And
those games are so expensive if you can find the world championship.
Right, that cartridge is super expensive. So they made a replica cartridge, which doesn't actually work. But you can put it on display, It comes with art cards, pins, and 13 classic games. Here's a list of the games.
yeah.
You know, it's got all 13 different games on there: Balloon Fight, Donkey Kong, Metroid, Mario 2, 3, Lost Levels, and Zelda and Zelda 2.
And Zelda 2. That's a nice lineup there.
How much is this for the Wii?
There was no price. This is for the Switch.
Switch.
It's been out for a while. It's for the Switch, and I couldn't find a price yet. They just dropped this trailer for all this stuff that's
They're
happening.
not usually expensive. It's usually like the cost of a game, if not a little cheaper.
Well,
Like it could be like a $40 thing, or it could be.
This is going to be more expensive because it's going to have pins,
the collector's
cards.
edition.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then the game pack that's not playable, but it's like I said on display.
But you may be able to buy the game like a download or a digital download or something like that.
Exactly.
Or
but
the set of games, I should say.
Well, the Switch game's going to come in it. It's on the right.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can buy just the game probably, or you can buy this collector's pack.
Yeah, they're probably going to announce the collector's at first, and then eventually you'll be, hey, you can just get the collector's
The thing is,
edition.
there will be like weekly or weekend tournaments for some of these games, so you can like play against other people, keep score. Similar to like what you would do.
I want no parts of that.
Yeah. I tried
playing.
playing.
I once played the back-to-back Blockbuster 1992-1993 champ, and I whooped his ass. Just so you know, 360.
In what?
In what?
Huh? That's right. That's right. In PUBG.
Out back,
PUBG.
behind the parking lot.
I played some
PUBG.
of the.
Don't you know who? Do you know who the 92-93 champ is? The back-to-back. Dr.
No,
Disrespect.
why would I know that?
Because everybody knows who that is. It's the
No,
Doc.
I haven't worked for Blockbuster yet. 92, 93.
The Doc. Oh my god. What do you guys watch on the internet? Seriously.
Not that.
The same thing you watch, whatever that is.
I watch. Don't know who Dr. Disrespect is.
I've heard.
I know who it is.
92-93 back-to-back Blockbuster champion.
I only know who he is because of you, though.
Yeah, only you.
Yeah. All right.
Get my wrestling news.
Well, then my joke doesn't work if you don't know who I'm talking about. So
no,
it's not funny if you have to explain it.
Yeah, which I just had to do. Good. This is going well. All right, let's go. Next up.
Talk about some comics.
Hey, you're not here to entertain us. Maybe the audience got it.
Yeah, maybe they know what you're talking about.
Matt
Probably not, though. Probably not.
Matt gets it.
So this next bit, this is a spoiler. So if you don't want to be spoiled, it's a DC spoiler, specifically a Batman spoiler.
Nobody cares.
So I there's people that care. So I mean, I got a spoiler.
Name one.
Bruce.
Who cares?
Oh, Bruce doesn't care because he loves spoilers.
Corbin's already know. He already knows, and if Corbin was here, he would already know as well. But if you read Batman and you haven't read it yet, this is a spoiler. I'm letting you know.
Oh, that's why, because that's the one I didn't read today.
I read it.
All right, so this is the last page, basically, of the book. Batman has a new costume.
It's some dog shit that he threw together out of a trash can with fucking.
He found it where at the old base, and then he brought it home, and then he put this together.
Yeah, he put it together. That's what I'm telling you. He got a bunch of old pieces and threw it out of the trash can, and he put it together. Is that not what I just said? With Todd,
Isn't that what Zoran did?
That's just what I said. So yes, that's exactly what he did. Spoiler.
So it's gray and blue, like the Silver Age-ish, and it's got the yellow utility belt. The ears aren't so long.
For some reason,
and
chopsticks are nailed.
Underwear is on the outside,
patches.
just like Superman. So, what's that?
What were the other tan patches like in the background there?
I think that's a shadow.
Shadow? Weird shadow.
Weird shadow.
What?
Yep.
What?
Shadow just generally doesn't change color.
And the bat's really large. Yeah. Anyway, this is a new costume. Batman has a new costume.
No, it looks stupid.
Yeah. It'll be a little while, then he'll go back to the original one. You know, that's just, it's cyclical.
It's still a fail-safe storyline, so don't worry about it.
Right. It's still the same.
The bat symbol is the thing that's weirding me out. They're going with the old school,
It looks like jean shorts.
Like the Adam West style.
Like he literally threw the shit together out of a trash can. So what do you want out of the guy?
He's got limited time and limited resources right now. He's running around.
Trash man suit.
He's on the
run.
run.
Back into rainbow suit.
That was a different Batman, though, wasn't it?
No, it was Bruce Wayne. Silver Age.
Zoranar. Pirate Batman.
Oh, whatever.
All right. So speaking of things that are just rehashed old things, Wolverine #1 relaunches in September. So for you X-Men fans,
No, don't you
little...
dare.
Who cares?
Don't you say X-Men fans? Say Wolverine
all you
fans.
X-Men fans.
No. You can say Wolverine fans.
Yeah, Wolverine's kind of a animal all his own.
He's not part of the X-Men anymore?
The X-Ants.
He's a part of the Weapon X project.
Oh, I thought he was part of the X-Men.
He is, but
he's not like.
Why does he have an X-Men crotch?
He kind of comes and goes. He comes and goes.
Oh, so part-time X-Men?
Yeah, part-time. Yeah.
So for you part-time X-Men fans,
there you go.
Wolverine 1 relaunches this September, and he's going back.
Hey, buddy, we're reviewing the TMNT book. So before you start knocking shit this week, you better hold yourself back. I'm just gonna let you know.
We reviewed a TMNT book last week, and it sucked. I don't care.
Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, we'll get to it.
I
just don't know why we need to.
I don't know how much more you can get than 3 thumbs down.
Yeah, this is
stop this
idea for even offering it for the poll. If a book's that bad, just don't put it up there. Go ahead.
I don't know what's going to be bad.
Yeah, how are you supposed to know?
TNT ain't been good since 1983.
I was trying to pick different publishers, so I picked a Boom book, I picked an IDW book, I picked an Image book. And I picked the Skybound book, which I know is still part of Image, but it feels like it's its own little side.
I'm surprised I didn't vote that one in, to be honest with you. That was a good book this week. All right, go ahead. So
we just don't need another volume.
Let's move on.
Hold on though. From the Ashes looks like a good X-Men event. I'm excited.
They all say that. Yeah. Well, they're all coming from the Ashes. So
yeah, From the Ashes looks like it's gonna be pretty
from the
good,
ashes of Krakoa.
Yeah, pretty much. But
I mean, so it's a new beginning. For the X-Men.
Krakan!
No, Kakan.
Kakan. So the previously discussed Marvel and Amalgam omnibuy have been delayed. So instead of coming out in August, they will now be coming out in September. So if you pre-order them, you have to wait a little bit longer.
So Wolfcat, or what's the guy's name? Dark
Claw.
You have to wait a while on that guy.
Soldier.
Yep.
Maybe I should start pricing up my Dark Claw books. Dark Claw.
I just found a Dark Claw book in that last collection I got. I'm probably going to bring it to the show.
There's 2. You got that one, and you got the Legends of the Dark Claw.
Yeah, no, I got that Dark Claw Adventures. I think that's the one I found. So,
hey, you know which one I like?
No.
Neither.
Probably something.
Bruce Wayne.
I don't like either one. They both suck.
Spider Boy.
There was several later prints announced this week. I just kept it to this one set here because I know you wanted to get some Liefeld art. So Ultimate Spider-Man #1 is getting to a 6th printing with blue cutout.
Hold on. Yes. Fuck you, Marvel. Nobody, not one fucking. Find a fucking person.
All right, we get it.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Find a fucking
person.
I'm
just talking about the...
Watch your language in front of the lady, punk!
Sorry for swearing. All right. Find a freaking person, a human being who's an adult or even a child, but like one of like legitimate age, like not that just likes everything. It will actually tell you that Deadpool and Wolverine book was even worth the paper it was printed on. Find one. Find one, dude. There was a comic shop I went to. They wanted to return them all. They said, "Hey, is there a way we could?" They were actively telling people not to buy the book. Like, hey, I know we're gonna lose money.
It was not good.
I went in and saw.
It wasn't good.
Comic store, and the person said, "Hey, they brought. I think I might want this." And the guy's like, "You sure?" He goes, "It's not good."
Are you sure?
He's like, "Are you sure?" When comic book owners tell you not to buy the product they're trying to sell to you, there's something wrong when they come out with the second print.
Especially you want them all?
Second print and then 1 in 25. Was that a trade dress regular variant for the first?
I think print? So. I think that was.
Now you get a virgin
crap you could have bought if you wanted it.
Flat-faced Wolverine.
Wait,
with no legs.
Isn't the 6th print also like one of the variants on the first print?
Yes. It just here's the difference. It did not have the big obtrusive white border that the original had.
Oh yes.
So remember the first print, the cover A had the big white border, and then all of the other variants of him in different
Stop buying this
copies
crap. Stop.
had no big white border. So they
Hey,
added
listen
an
to me.
intrusive white
Listen to
border.
me.
6 print.
Listen to me. Everybody, whoever, all 1,000 people that are gonna watch the show. It's your fault. This is happening. If you see somebody buying this dog shit, excuse my language, you tell them no, bad, no, and you make them put it back. 100%.
The only reason anybody should buy the Ultimate Spider-Man is if you missed 5 printings of this book and you really want to read it.
No, dude,
that is true.
Hey, go to any comic book shop. You're still gonna find third prints on the.
Well, some people still don't live near comic book shops, like they're in North Dakota, South Dakota.
If they want to buy it at cover price,
be an hour away.
Hold on.
You're right.
Hold on.
I was at a comic book shop this last weekend, and he still had other printings on the shelf of this book. So yeah,
North Dakota, right? Okay. eBay. Okay, eBay. Ultimate dog shit.
Well, yes, they're all there, but then you got to pay shipping, so then you end up paying $10 for the same thing. Granted, you got to pay for shipping probably wherever you order the other thing, but you might get it as part of your regular weekly pull, your regular weekly order that you might say, you know what, I didn't want to give Ultimate Spider-Man a try through 5 printings. Now I want to give it a try.
No, that's not true. That's not a true statement.
Yeah,
There's no way.
I get like most,
but it's for all 10 of those people that I'm talking about. Those 10 people out there who go, you know what? Now's the time. I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah, but you could, Pete. What I'm telling you is you can find it anywhere. It says error. This is a dog shit book. Do not try to buy this.
Do not buy it.
That's what it says.
No, it is just this is the money grab in the worst ways. They just will try to sell it to you.
I'm not sure what's worse. Is that 6 printing or that second print 1 in 25? I don't know.
All right, that's worse.
Yeah,
incentivizing a second print is worse.
Yeah, I mean, if you see somebody buy some Liefeld stuff too, you should also say no and smack it.
I don't even care that it's Liefeld. Incentivizing later printings, no.
Just in general.
No, you know what? I'm not going to stop anybody from buying what they want to buy. When it comes to the Liefeld or whatever.
Yeah, you should tell them no. That's
no.
I can't do that.
In my honest opinion, I'll tell them that, you know what? It doesn't matter how few there may be down the road.
Right.
There's a lot of rare things in this world that nobody cares about.
Yeah.
Just because it's
rare things that nobody wants it because
there's a lot of rare things out there that nobody cares.
Yeah, he might have.
There's a reason why it's rare because nobody wanted it in the first place.
Yep. And with that insightful bit of Marvel news, that wraps up our.
That was just garbage. You're just trolling.
You just had to end it on that sour note.
I didn't troll. We always ended up on what the new printings are. That's
you know what? You know what you could have done too if you wanted to troll.
What could I have done?
Pete, do you know who's they're bringing back X Factor?
I know. I have a little plan to talk about that tomorrow on Dollar Bin Digging.
Oh, do you know who they're bringing back as a leader?
Yeah, I know the team because I had to
they're
look for angles on what I could talk about.
Worst leader of X Factor. They're bringing it back.
Co-leaders.
Who's the co-leader?
Well, it's Havoc and Angel.
Yeah. Yeah, it was also Havoc and Polaris. So, like, who gives a shit? It was probably one of the worst errors.
And it's got Feral and Frenzy, Pyro.
I don't mind. No, hold on. I don't mind that because X Factor is
saying random words and they're actually people.
No. X Factor has a history.
Frenzy,
Pyro. X Factor has a fit of getting like the weirdest group, and it works typically. It's when they don't.
They're all the rejects from the actual X-Men. They throw them in X Factor, right?
Well, they're the government.
They have so many, they can't have so many.
Yeah,
on
it's a government sponsored team. I think the best lineup for X Factor was Multiple Man.
He's pretty cool.
Miller.
Well, yeah, when they're X Factor investigations.
But when you got Guido out of it, technically, like he really wasn't around, and you ended who went to hell? Somebody went to hell, which is nice. And then you had Pip the Troll come in there for a little bit. That usually pretty good.
Did Feral go to hell?
No.
No, Wolfsbane. I'm sorry, Wolfsbane.
Yeah, Wolfsbane was probably the weakest character. They had Richter on there.
Yeah, because remember she was pregnant or something, and
yeah, that thing was weird. That shit.
Demons and.
But I think that was during. I think that was during the Havoc part of it. I don't know.
So this is a good question. Do you guys know what this is? I don't know the answer to this.
What?
Over a million.
The highest print Marvel has ever gone to on a book.
Well, that's not like a trade paper. I mean, trade paperbacks, they just keep going. I don't know if the numbers.
No, so we're up to 6 on Marvel we're up to 6 on Ultimate Spider-Man.
It's gotta be 8 somewhere.
Have they gone to 8 or 9 or 10?
Especially if you count Marvel Star Wars, they hit what? 7 or 8, right?
Yeah. Star Wars #1 had a shit ton.
That's what I mean. Star Wars 1.
Like the 2000 or the Marvel
relaunch. 2015, yeah.
And then you factor in whether you count things like if they then did like a Halloween Fest version or a free comic book day version.
Or they reprint
or technically more another,
Like I know Something's Killing the Children from Boom went up to 8 or 9.
Well, because
that was a big one.
Wait, because like
6 is by far
like Vader 3 had how many prints? 4 prints. Then
4,
they had a free comic book day. Then didn't they have a Halloween? So that's 5.
There was a Halloween one, yeah.
So that's 4, 5, 6. Plus they had a reprint of the original for $1.
Yeah, and then they did like 7. The double. Issue 1 and 2 together, like the big Vader. You remember? They did those. It would like they had the combined.
Oh
edition.
yeah, the big issue. Yeah.
The big issue would be like issue 1 and 2 together. I think they did it for Star Wars and they did it for Vader. It was technically like a reprint, but it was also a collected edition. They sold them in like 5 and below.
8 or 9. Somewhere around there.
Yeah, they sold those in like 5 or below or something like that.
It's crazy. It is crazy. All right.
But 6 is a lot for Marvel. 6 is definitely a lot. They don't use
it. It is, but they're shortening. I think they're, like I said, I think they have a chart per character and what they want to get out of it. So go ahead.
They keep getting people to buy the other ones.
No, what I'm telling you is I think like they realize if they sell X amount of books on the first print run, like they cap it. Let's say the number is 200,000. For 200,000, they know that the second print run, if they run it at 20,000, they're going to sell 18,000 copies.
Yep.
Then they can do number 3. They can do number 3. They'll get blah, 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 blah. They can go all the way up to, depending on how much they sell out of first and second copies, they can go up to, like if we made 80,000 on copy number 2, then we're going to go to 6.
This is the problem. Is they sucker, they get the completionists. That's what they do. They get the people who think, like, well, it's the latest. I got to get this one. I already got the first 5 printings. I got to get this one because this is going to be the lowest printed one. And I got the rest.
Suckers.
So meanwhile, if you bought one version of each of these printings, you're in for $30 at this point for this one book.
Yeah.
Because you got it 6 times. And if you bought any other variants for it, like B covers, C covers.
Well, no, but I think
you're in for even more.
I think they already print the insides out. So I think to save money.
Oh, they're just slapping covers on them?
Yeah, slapping covers on. So they'll print out like 1 million. Like, hey, we know we're going to get 200,000 on this order. So then we'll do 200, and then we'll keep putting out different, just slab on different. That's how like that one. What was the one book that ended up giving double pages out? Was that last week? Well, the Star Wars book's fucked up. Anyways, go ahead.
Well, don't they got to change the
indicia?
Yeah, that. Never know how to pronounce it. Like, is it indica?
Indica.
I don't think it's indica.
Indica.
That's a whole different thing.
Indica. You know, the thing.
Indicia.
Ditka.
Ditka?
Mike Ditka.
Mike Ditka. Oh, the Mike Ditka. Yes, the Mike Ditka.
Right.
Okay. All right. Let's get into take it or leave it, guys.
All right. Let me find the intro. All right.
Just be careful with your Mike Ditka.
Mike Ditka. All right.
Mike
Quick
Ditka?
reviews for this week.
Our first book. Here we go.
Was the one I didn't get to. Batman.
Number 147.
Oops, sorry. There it is.
So
I didn't read this one, so I'm leaving this for you guys. Apart from the new suit, which
at least it wasn't Superman.
I read this book. I missed a couple issues of Batman. I think 2 or 3. I saw when he escaped from the prison, and that was a few issues ago. And now he's like on the run. I'm not going to give you too many spoilers, but he's on the run. And it started out kind of weird, but there was there was a new character in this issue, so I will say that. Spoiler
boy.
alert.
Well, technically, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you're
and then
right.
the
There's
new-
multiple. Yeah, there's multiple, but then there's one big one. Kind of a new character or new.
It's a new
So-
character, just like there's a
like
new Batman
Voltron.
in this book, dude.
Yeah,
It's the
right.
same
There
old
you go.
bullshit.
New Batman, new character. So I don't know. Like, I feel like with the last book I read and this book I'm reading, I didn't miss anything from the issues that I skipped. So
What's the Batman thing's name? It's not Flatline. What's it called?
Failsafe.
Failsafe.
Failsafe still running around out there.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with it. If they streamlined this bullshit to 5 pages, it would have been a good book. All that back and forth, daddy, diddy, daddy bullshit. No.
Why you got to bring Diddy into this?
Pause. Because it was as creepy as that. It was. The Damien thing was as creepy as that. Oh, down, because if I
Hold on down.
yeah, because when they even had Waller in there, that was stupid. The whole thing was stupid. Except for the
did not make me want to read this issue. I like Zdarsky stuff normally, but
last 3 pages were
dragged
good. Last 3 pages were good. That's it. Whole book.
maybe a page.
You don't need
in
a
the
whole
middle
book for
was
3
pretty good.
pages.
Yeah, there was a page or two in the middle that were okay, but
Okay doesn't mean good.
nope, okay. And then the last 3 pages, like you said,
Don't
pretty
bother. Don't bother is the point.
Yeah. All right. Next up.
Well, next up is what you all voted for. We had a lot of good options. I wanted to check
How
out
many
the
votes?
Scotty Young book.
Hold on. How many votes did this get?
I had 38%. It
For
had
now-
the bulk.
This is a turd sandwich wrapped in a turd tortilla, deep fried with some turd fat on it.
It wasn't that bad. It just wasn't good.
Dude, there was
if a book says Go Ninja on it, I mean, are you expecting it to be good?
it
Like, it was 4 stories.
Hey,
There were 4 short
okay, it was
stories
4.
inside this
I also
anthology, and none of them really
Hey,
stood
you know
out.
what?
That's the
You know
problem.
which? Hey,
give
you know
me
which
one
one
good
was the
one.
best story?
I would have felt better.
You know which was the best story?
The Batman.
The last one, because that meant the book was over.
Really? The last one? Oh,
Yeah, because that meant the book was over.
No, the one
that
with the
was
booger turtle. They
That
were like,
was so
it's a
stupid.
snot turtle.
Dude, all of them were dumb. It was so distracting reading it too.
You don't need to. You don't. Need
I'm
this.
mad that Dub didn't have to read this turd sandwich. Dude.
If you're a turtle collector, obviously you're going to get it anyway. But you don't have to read this. You're not missing anything by not getting this book.
Yeah,
there had to
probably
be a
have
cool
to
cover, right? There had to be a cool cover to this.
There
If not,
was an
there actually
extended
wasn't.
cover.
There wasn't.
There was
No,
one in
not
10
me.
foil variant,
Oof.
and I didn't seem that cool.
Then
No,
that
it
really
just
sucks
didn't-
because this thing sucks and it's expensive too. Wasn't it like $10?
No,
the
$6.
splinter cover.
$6, yeah.
$5.99.
Yeah, none of the splinter cover's okay.
No, I didn't care for any of the covers. None jumped
Well,
out
I'll
at
tell you
me.
this: I can't believe
There
I
was
bought
the
this
one
horse
in 10.
shit. So
But no,
I'm
this was
wondering
not
if you
good.
could
You're not
return it.
missing anything by skipping this.
I'm gonna go back to the comic book store and say, "Sorry, I need to return this book."
Can I
See how
get my
that
money
works.
back?
Yeah, see how that works.
All right. Well, next book Marco wanted to cover. He says, let's do this one. So we are doing, I guess, the finale.
It would have been all right if Vanilla Ice showed up as 5.0.
Is this? I guess this is the
yeah,
finale.
it's the
or at
finale,
least
yeah, yeah.
the break.
Thank you for not voting for
I
that.
actually had to go back and catch up before I could read this one, but I'm
I think
glad I
fake
did.
accounts are voting for it.
So I did catch up to read this. So this is why I didn't get the Batman, because I was reading like 3 issues of Beneath the Trees where nobody sees.
It was all right.
As a whole, I like the story. Again, I got to read
Yeah,
a bulk of
it was
a chunk of
alright.
it together, so that's why.
I mean, I guess the biggest take is like it's not an original independent story. It's not original by any stretch of the imagination. We've seen independent comics do this a lot, but instead of doing it as human beings, they did it as bears and rabbits and dogs. I wish the dog.
I also
Huh?
didn't. I don't know. I also missed that kind of part about it. Like, why are there wild animals too?
Yeah. And
That
how
kinda
come the
confused
hound
me. And they're,
dog
like,
can't
eating
sniff
meat.
out where the blood is?
Like, there's a butcher, so they're eating like other animals, but they're
Yeah,
not like
well,
their
he's the
neighbors.
butcher.
Like, I don't know. It kind of
This is one of those. This is like, hey, you know when you're listening to that, back in like the 80s and 90s, you're listening to that song and it was probably fucking horrible, and somebody was just like, and you were just like, not horrible, but you're just like, yeah, it's okay. And they're like, you just don't get it. Yeah, that guy. Not one song I could tell you about that dude. The only thing I can tell you about Dave Matthews is that his bus used to be notorious for dumping its raw sewage over the edge and hitting people in the face with it. But what I'm gonna, but they're like, you just don't understand them. No, I get it. I get it. It's every fucking dude ever at a campground trying to play fucking an instrument poorly. And so,
what are you talking about? Hold on. Wait, you're wandering down this aimless path now, talking about people going camping. What is that?
Dave Matt, that's like this. It's like, yeah, I get what the book was. It's okay, right? Like, but it's not like it's a brand new story. It's not like it's the greatest thing since
it's not a brand new story, but I will admit it was well done. They told.
Were you surprised by the ending?
No,
I've seen that ending 100 times.
I was not surprised by the ending, but it was well paced. It was just well.
Yeah, because it was done in 6 books.
It built a world that I don't understand all of the world, like I said, because I don't get why there's animals outside.
No, see, you're not supposed to get that. You're not. That's what I'm telling you. Like, it doesn't matter. None of that bullshit matters.
I still liked it as a whole, but I'm also grading it as a whole with the rest of the series. This is just the finale, I guess you would say, the wrap up, the coup de grace.
3/4, a quarter up, I guess.
A stomp off the top rope.
What's off the top rope?
A double stomp off the top rope. The coup de grace.
Yeah, I mean, it was all right.
It's a finale.
It's good that it was done.
What are the chances we get a sequel?
Oh, it's gonna be another. Oh, they're gonna. They're just gonna. You want to know something? Actually, I'm turning this down. Take a thumbs down. This is why. This is why. Here's why. Because I was about to compare it to something, and then I figured out what's better. When Fleece and Trish wrote Stray Dogs, right? They did this one thing of horror. Pretty cool, right? A little different, not something new, but a little bit different, right? Okay. But then when they came up with the second one,
hold on,
shit, different genre.
Hold on, though. You can't hold this series accountable for what you think they might do the next time.
All right, so go put it back to the quarter.
Like, you're gonna shit on them for something they might do.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. No, but I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Look, let's be honest. Let's be honest with Tony and Trish too. Not like the shit they're doing is original, but their spin's a little bit better than this. This was like just cookie cutter. I wish I could give it away. It's cookie cutter. It's very, very cookie cutter.
I've read in our chat from some people that this was like the best series that's ever come out. It's so good.
Here, this is what you can do. You could take who said that, and just know that their taste is probably oodles and noodles being the best pasta they've ever had in their life. Okay, that's what I'm going to tell you.
I like regular ramen, top ramen.
Oh, you're talking. I'm like
my point being. You know what I'm saying? So
it's
the best pasta I've ever had. I'm just saying I'll eat it.
What I'm saying is it's okay. It was paced. Yeah. Like go read 1 through. If you
I know exactly what you're saying. Yes,
I'm not talking to you, Pete.
The baseline story is not an original story.
Nothing in here is original.
No, but what I'm saying
see it as another. Sorry, go ahead, Pete.
The execution of it was well done. It was paced well for 6 issues. They didn't drag it on too long. Like, why is Deviant 9 issues?
Yeah, fair.
Like, why is that 9? I didn't know how long it was going to go. Like, why is that still going?
Bro, because oodles and noodles. No, I'm just, the whole thing is, they're like, hey, it's a bear. Like, I get that. No, I don't think you understand. See, this is the perfect comic, right, everybody? This is the perfect, I get what it is. It's very easy to understand what this book is. Is it garbage? No. Is it great? No. If you read it on a Sunday after you read everything, is it going to be as bad as Batman? No. But, like, it's not groundbreaking. There's nothing groundbreaking about this book.
All right, Matt, I looked it up after when I was babbling about it.
Deviant should have been 3 issues.
It's 9.
Deviant should have been 3. It should have been 3. Deviant could have been really good if it was 3.
This one? No. Oh, Deviant.
Deviant, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deviant should have been 3. It would have been really good.
No, but this I don't think was paced badly. I think this was paced well enough to help you get interested. You get used to it. It's just
that's why it's getting like it. That's why it's getting like, hey, it was okay. Like,
yeah, it was. That's all.
It's
I'm
okay
saying.
to say that this book is just okay. Yeah. Not original, bud. I mean, I get it.
Not many things are.
No, but Dub was asking, and I'm like, well, I think sometimes people just like to shoot.
Yeah, this is not the greatest thing I've read this year.
Like, I got the A cover for one too, but like, just because I bought that doesn't mean I'm gonna. I think some of the people that you're talking about, when they get the first print of a book and it gets hot, all of a sudden that's the best fucking book. Go look at the chat every time they get one.
I'm telling you, like in our chat, we get the same comment from the same person every week. I mean, they're not here this week, but you know, we get the
over here to the right. Yeah, that's probably because they got the first copy of it. All right.
Regardless, let's get into some Blood Hunt. One of many books that came out today tied in with Blood.
This book was better. This book was better.
Yeah.
Blood Hunters.
Flat out. No. It was good. They didn't take itself seriously. The mustache thing. At first, I was like, "Oh, good lord, this is gonna be so stupid."
Yeah, the Hawkeye story sucked.
It actually was kind of funny.
No, the mustache was dumb. They played into the mustache way too much.
No, I think you missed the point on that one.
I didn't miss the point. I got the point.
The point was it's supposed to be corny. It's supposed to be
corny. Understand it's supposed to be corny, but it's still just because it's supposed to be corny doesn't mean it's going to be good.
It was good.
To your point of what you were just talking about the last book, my same feelings. It wasn't a new joke.
Oh, this was not supposed to like this. I think in general it was just entertaining that most of the time when these events pop off, the books are so serious. And this book was just like, yeah, fuck, we got a guy who shoots arrows and a dude whose dad hates Spider-Man and blames everything on Spider-Man.
He doesn't hate Spider-Man. But now I'm mad that he doesn't hate Spider-Man, that he wants Spider-Man instead of me right now. But
at one point he goes, I hate you, Spider-Man, because...
So is that Cloak? I'm sorry, Dagger? Is that Dagger?
Yeah, it is Dagger without Cloak.
Yeah, so Dagger, Man-Wolf, and Hawkeye.
Dagger, Man... Well, it's not just Dagger, Man-Wolf, and Hawkeye, but mainly, yeah.
You don't need to read this. I'm sorry. You can say...
No, but it was fun. It was fun.
It was not that fun.
Pete hates children. And
how do I hate children? I'm just saying, the Hawkeye story wasn't that good.
There's 2 stories in it.
There's 3 stories in it.
Oh, yeah.
The Hawkeye story wasn't that good. The Man-Wolf story is probably a bit better with J. Jonah Jameson. And
well, technically, you don't really see John Jameson story, though, because they all link it together.
And then the Dagger story was completely useless. The only part it had was to set up issue 2.
Yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up. It was entertaining.
Well, this is going to be a tough call for you guys.
It's probably the best book that we actually read this week, to be honest with you.
Even though we're at a deadlock, you know what? I'll do this just to break the deadlock. Like I said, it was awful.
No.
It just wasn't. It wasn't original, and it wasn't that well executed.
It was original.
You just don't need it. You just don't need to read it.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you're gonna read, there's 17 books already tied to Blood Hunt. You don't need to buy this one. Like, save your money. You don't need to get this.
This is the fun. This I also read the other one, and this one was the gem of a peach compared to the rest of the books.
But if you want to read,
this was literally the best book we read out of this reading list, Pete. Out of this reading list, this was the best book.
So was Greg Land cover this one?
I probably still like Beneath the Trees.
All right, fair. I mean, I gave both thumbs up, so like I don't care. I mean,
yeah. So you didn't like Dracula?
No, this is dog shit on a stick.
But it had Dracula in it.
Yeah, a lot of things in them. None of them were good. There's no need for this. There is absolutely no need for this book.
But it's Dracula teaming up with Bloodline.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, it's dog shit on a stick. What do you want out of me? I mean, there's nothing I can say nice about this book. It was poorly done. The layout was bad. No, it was. The layout's poor. The back and forth. By the way, you need to have a fucking a family tree just to figure out what's going on in here and who's what's what. I mean, luckily I knew already. Thank you, Jack. But like, you do have to follow a lot just to even pick this book up, and then realize, wait a minute, Is it Dracula and his son? Wait, his son?
It was a rough go this week, Art.
Yeah, is it
really
thing
was.
or this or whatever? No, it's the daughter and this. And
I wanted to do Transformers.
Holy shit! The inner monologues in this thing. Everybody's inner monologuing the hell out of this. Everybody's got an inner monologue. I don't even know why you had characters on the page. You could have just had inner monologue after inner monologue and just showed one picture of them and gone that way. That's what you could have been. This could be called inner monologue instead of Dracula.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? You're right. You sold me. It's just going to go the full on down. I'm not going to give it the half crook that it was mildly entertaining.
It was not.
The Blood Hunters was better than this. I will agree with you
by far. Blood Hunters and Beneath Two Trees were probably. I mean, they're by. It wasn't like there was a high standard this week. Huh?
Between two trees.
Yeah. Oh no, that's where he hid the gun between two trees. Anyways, but no, I mean Beneath the Trees and the other book by far in a very actually Giant Size X-Men came out. We should have read that, but I didn't want to make you guys do that. But it was a tough week.
No, I'm telling you, it was a tough week. We could have read Transformers. We could have read Geiger 2.
Yeah, we could have read Geiger 2. We could have read.
Well, DC still didn't have shit, so we still probably would have read Batman.
How did we not get? Wait, hold on. Here, chat. Let me tell you.
I wanted to read the Scotty Young book.
If you think this is if you guys think this is funny, we're gonna start taking away your voting abilities because you had Transformers out there. You try to pick us a book that you actually think is good, not just some shit you want to torture us through reading. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, we could tell people to put stuff
that was
in the chat after, the show is over, so we can have a better representation.
Well, I'll also say maybe. I mean, I gotta check out the polls. I'm gonna go check out the polls right now to see what Pete put up for the polls because I don't technically look at the polls. But
Turtles had 36%. Transformers Kate had 31. Ain't No Grave had 22, and then Crocodile Black had 11. That was a new Boom book by Sorrentino and Philip Kennedy Johnson. I did want to read that one too. Well, I still will. I'll get to it. I just didn't read it yet.
I wasn't listening to a word you said. I'm going to go see the polls.
Then why'd you ask?
I didn't.
Like my son, you ask questions and you don't listen to the answer.
No, what I said, I was going to go to the polls. SNS polls. Which indie should we read? Tax show. Let me see this poll. No responses. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can call it.
Vote.
Yeah.
If you didn't vote, you don't see what it is.
No, I'm not. I don't. I'm using the thing. I'm in the Rennavision. Okay. Wait, does it tell us?
I just read.
Oh, well, hey, there was a lot of. Okay, I wanted to see the number of people that actually voted. There's a lot. There's a lot of people that voted. Man,
85 people voted.
Yeah. All right. So. I mean, 40 of you people are just total trash.
They really wanted you to read Turtles. Probably because of your reaction to Turtles.
That's what I'm saying. I think they do that because of my reaction to Turtles, and they think it's funny. So, not funny.
Matthew, I also voted for Transformers, just for the record.
I don't get to vote, but I would have voted for Transformers. I'm going to read it anyways. It doesn't matter. So that's it.
Maybe that's what it is. People are like, I'm going to read Transformers anyway.
I'm going to read it anyways.
So that's also how.
No, that's what I'm asking. Is this what they're doing? Is that they don't want us to review the books they're reading?
Because we're telling them whether to take it or leave it.
Well, I would not take this. But I need to read some decent stuff.
We're doing a service here.
Like then I got to read 3 times. I got to read 3 times as many comics, and some of it's just they're picking stuff that they know is going to be garbage.
But we might read it and it's good, and then they can go and get it, and we can say, "No, surprisingly, this was good."
We just saved our viewers money.
Yeah,
having to buy those.
They don't got to buy that $6 turtle book. They don't got to buy either $4.99 Blood Hunt book if they don't.
No, that's not $4.99. It's like $5. Oh yeah, $5. Okay.
The Blood Hunts are like $5.
So all you got to say, Marco, is you're welcome.
Yeah, so you can buy Batman if you want it.
There you go.
With a new suit, and you can buy Beneath the Trees.
Well, not just a new suit. There's new
characters.
There's technically 6 new characters in that book.
Well, there you go.
One important one.
Well, as far as streaming reviews go, I don't know if anybody else watched anything extra this week, but I only have for this week. We just have our X-Men episode. So, Tolerance is Extinction Part 2. I mean, I don't even know why we have to do this. Seems like a pointless exercise at this point.
Dub trolling all week long, and then just not knowing how great this is. I don't understand why there's so much talk about X-Men. Dude, watch the show.
What?
There's not a lot of talk. Actually, how
I
great
didn't
the show
troll
is.
nothing. What are you talking about?
How
Trolling?
great the show is. How great this show is. There should be more conversations on X-Men. This thing is a home run. Oh my God, did they do a good job with this episode? Oh my God, did they do a good job with this episode? We even know what's coming. Pete called it. We know what's coming. They're literally giving us the spoilers of what's happening. And you still
But not really. They're feeding it to you a little bit. They're gonna let you work for it a little bit. You have to take that step.
Yeah, so if you watch that Star Trek episode, you know what's going to happen in the next episode.
You don't have to. They said Bishop like 800 times. Where's Bishop? Where's Bishop? Where's Bishop? They said it 800 times.
You got lost. We got separated on the way.
He's somewhere in the time place. We don't know. The time stream. Haven't seen Bishop in a while. He's in the time. We know what's coming next. So they tell you what's coming next, and they just do a good job with it. They do a great. They talk shit about Morph coming in. They're like, yeah, you screwed this guy. Bro. They take shots at themselves. Great job. Great job. Great job. Yeah. I don't know why we didn't read that.
It just kind of, my only complaint was it felt like it went quick. That's all. It was a fast episode. It was over so fast.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish this is, Bad Batch, they gave us 13 episodes or something. This is what they need to give us 60 or 16 episodes, whatever it was. This is what they need to give us 16 episodes of. This is just way too good.
Well, to go back to DeMayo's tease, and he was like, "Hey, get on Canny X-Men 304." Everybody's like, "Oh, acolytes. Oh, you get the acolytes." Like, well, we didn't really get the acolytes. We could have had they spread it out a little bit more.
Well, don't we already? Isn't season 2 already done? Isn't that what happened before he got?
Yeah, supposedly, but it's not going to go back to back. Yeah, I know.
You're not getting it until next year, probably. So.
Yeah, no, I think he's saying about the reading. They said read about the acolytes last week, and you kind of that actually wasn't a big part of the episode. So the time loop thing is going to be spoiler alert. I'd be highly surprised if Bishop doesn't show up in some form next week. What if we get Dark Beast though? That would be.
Did you notice he got a little darker?
Huh?
His tone in this episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When he got,
I'm just saying, his color schemes. Everybody else got new uniforms too. They all put on new gear this episode, and they just happened to notice like Beast is like he looks less blue.
Yeah, maybe he looks more of the Jim Lee one than he does the. Because when Jim Lee was doing it, he would.
Yeah, you're right. He was a little less of the bright blue.
Yeah, bright
more
blue.
of a Navi.
Yeah, it is greenlit. It's supposed to be written already. They're supposed to be figuring it out. But, I mean, if DeMayo thought that the acolytes were the big portion of this, though, he's wrong. That's not what made this.
No. But I think, that's what people took from the issue he introduced. Like I said, I just took it beyond that because it was a storyline. What we're about to cover soon when we get to our tier list, it's events.
Yeah.
Like it was an event.
Yeah.
Fatal Attractions. So.
All right. Well, still good. Still home run.
Still good. Make sure you watch it. Catch up if you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, you got some time. Not a lot of other good stuff on TV right now. That's the unfortunate part. They drop too much at the same time. So.
No, we're good. I don't have anything else right now. That's why I was struggling. I was trying to think if there was something else I could have put here, but I'm like, well, I already finished.
No, what I'm saying is like they had, like, let's say Bad Batch wasn't good, but let's say it was. They dropped that at the same time. Shogun.
I'm gonna watch Bad Batch.
Not Badlands? What's the one that they had? Fallout.
Fallout was good. Invincible was dropped.
It all was at the same time.
But that makes sense because like when you would watch traditional television, it would all be during that time, and then summer would be all reruns. Traditionally.
Got a point.
Yeah, you got a point. All right, speaking of that, run the under the radar thing. Because big surprise what we're going to do this week. Do.
Wait, I hit the thing. That's the background, not the intro.
So I was going to do X-Men 25, but I didn't because I think it's too big of a spoiler. Because the scene is literally in 25. So I decided
Yeah,
not to do
and that
it.
book's selling, by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, by the way, so it's not
hotcakes,
really
so.
under the radar anymore because Pete mentioned it already. All right, Asteroid M. I don't know why I'm talking about Asteroid M.
Very tiny.
But Asteroid M actually has got like 6 different versions of Asteroid M. But the first 3 versions are the main versions that we're going to talk about today because the other ones were kind of bullshit. All right. X-Men #1, Volume 5. Very, very underrated book. This is where you first hear of Asteroid M, and Magneto gets all the kids up there, his kids, and the rest of the
It's
masters.
the Brotherhood issue 2, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, the evil mutants. But he gets the Quicksilver and Old Scarlet up there, and they get this little asteroid thing they put together.
That sounds dirty.
What's that?
A Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Here's stopped by the nursing home and popped in for a quick bit.
Okay. I don't know why we're doing this now. But
Little afternoon delight.
Here's the very interesting thing about this book.
Go ahead.
This book, probably under the radar, but probably going to start getting there. So, like, if you can still find it, because the numbers are all whacked on this book, it might be a time to buy this book. There is a raw at auction. It's got 30 bids. It is 4 days left. It's set. It looks mid-ish. It could be mid-high. When I'm saying mid-high, I'm saying anywhere between a 5 and an 8. Like, there's a decent amount of pictures you can look at yourself. It looks flat, which gets me worried, but then it doesn't look like he pressed the inside spine, which is like, why would you do that unless you're worried about a staple pop? Just gonna say that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. Not saying. Just saying. When I see something that looks like it's been pressed, but they didn't press the spine, because you can see the inside pages have got wrinkles on the spine, which, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
So, I have questions.
Go ahead.
30 bids, 4 days, mid-grade?
Yeah, somewhere around the mid-grade. Yeah.
So,
I thought it was 30 birthdays, 4 dudes wearing midriffs.
Well, I said 30 bids, 4 days, mid-grade, so then you could probably follow. Go ahead. Dub followed it.
So, this is Volume 1, number 5.
Yes.
So, we're
Well
talking...
OG.
OG X-Men.
OG number 5.
So
yeah, there's some in that 10 that just go for dirt cheap. Yes.
So this is the first 10 X-Men, right? So you said they go dirt cheap, but so the show, the animated series, gave us Asteroid M.
Yes.
Maybe. So because of that, possibly, potentially, maybe, no spoilers. That's why this book is going to be good.
No, it's still under the radar. No, I think what's happening is with seeing X-Men now finally getting back on people's minds. X-Men books in general have seen pops and spikes. Eventually in that system, people will go back because they like to collect. And they'll be like, oh, let's go look at the original runs. Let's see what we have. And let's see books that they think are undervalued. And this is where we see the undervalue in this book. CGC 8.0 just recently sold for $960. But here's the funny part. CGC 5.0. CGC 5.0 sold for $445 and $288 within a 30-day span of each other. And the $288 was the last one to sell. If you look under that, some of the other market prices, they're very low. So the fluctuation hasn't fallen down to the low grade and the mid grade yet. You see, obviously, a price setter at the high, which is an 8.0. But Dub, as you know, I do a lot of silver buying and selling. When I see something like this, like an 8.0 going for $960, and then there's a confusion at the 5.0, this means that this book is undervalued currently in the raw state. And if we can get anywhere between that 5 and that 8, we're going to be starting to set the market price again. So we'll probably be looking at a 5.0 next time they sell one, probably being around the 525 range and moving up between the 6.0s and stuff, because the 6.0 actually is cheaper than the 5, but it hadn't sold for 2 years. So this is a book you might want to keep out there. It's pretty much under the radar right now. It's getting there, though. It's like right on the tilt of getting to the radar. And I think it is because of the X-Men hype, not just because of Asteroid M, but because of the X-Men hype.
Okay. That's where I was confused.
In general. Yeah. I just think it's a great book, especially if this thing ends, if this book ends around the $300 mark, which it probably should, good on whoever bought it. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
I still need a 5.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough book.
I just wrote my
not in a 2.0. You know what I mean? All right, X-Men Volume 1, number 113, a little bit later. This is the second version of it. probably a little bit closer to the version we see in the TV show if we saw it in the TV show. Raw's $32 if you list it as last issue without, in quotation marks, uncanny, and then lots of picks, and it's VG-ish. All right. And if not, if it's just VG-ish and you just put it up there as X-Men Volume 1, 113.
Before Uncanny?
That's what
I'm assuming that's what they mean.
That's what they mean. I think
Yeah.
that's what they
But
mean.
it's just a weird way of saying it.
Well, that's how I cut it and pasted right from
backwards
the
way of
description.
saying it. It's almost making it sound like they dropped Uncanny.
But here, there's similar books we're selling between $22 and $25 in the same grade with decent amount of pictures looking about the same. So it's $15 to $25 there if not. A 5.5 last graded sale. This book sold for $29.99.
Jesus, that's the grading fee, folks.
Yeah, I don't know why you're grading a 5.5 in this book, though. All right. X-Men Volume 2, number 1. As you know, I famously threw away box loads of this bullshit.
Well, there were like 8 million of these, so.
Yeah, Jim Lee's. They sell for $1 for all covers. Actually, the Magneto sells for like $3 to $4 sometimes. Great shape, maybe $5.
And the fold out sells for a little bit more.
Yeah, but it's about $1. Yeah.
It's
But this
5
one,
covers, right?
this one is the one where it really looks like the last one in this one, Condemnation 2, looks like the new Asteroid M that they have there. So
this is the gatefold cover. Like that's
that gives you 3. Anyways, that's 3 versions of it. I'm not gonna go over the next ones. Okay, speaking of Batman, we did get to see the Clock King. Now, as you know, there's 15,000 versions of each character in Batman in DC. So instead of giving you all 15, we're going to give you number 1 and the current Clock King and Clock King 4, which is technically is like the 7th Clock King, but still,
I like the blues and greens.
Yeah, that's the original one.
That's
so I'm going to give you both.
Good cover,
which I think are both kind of still undervalued. Here's World's Finest, Volume 1, number.
That's why you wanted numbers on this.
What?
That's why you wanted numbers.
Yeah. Raw is selling for about $14 for a VG. Last highest grade, CGC 8.5, $7.50. Does not sell graded a lot. This is a book, if you could pick it up raw, you can pick it up, grade it. And once we talked about that X-Men book, when you see these highs, and that's the highest grade, $7.50. If you get close to an 8.0, probably 6.0, 7.0, now might be the time to get it graded.
What's with soups and the cultural appropriation there? Come on, man.
Everybody loves racism back then, I guess. I don't know. What do you want to tell you? I can't help you with that, dude. That's how it was. DC. I mean, it's part of history. Could be worse. There's a lot worse covers.
That's true.
Yeah. He looks like he's what? A slot corner. Yeah, he does. All right, but that's the original Clock King. The new version, the one we see in this book and in most versions now, 4, which is really, I think, 7. But still, is it 6 or 7? Whatever. Batman Killing Time, number 5. This is a more common book. There's an A and a B cover. The B cover is yellow. I decided not to show it. Instead, I decided to show the cardboard. What do they call it? It's not cardboard. Cardstock cover, which is the Penguin. These were very hot. All of them 125s. Raw, the A and B covers sell for about $3. The cardstock sells for $18. There's a couple listed, but all of them even listed are under $25, except for like 1 or 2 now at this point. So this might be, if you're a cardstock collector too, this Penguin, beautiful cover, might be something you look into.
That's a nice cover. I like the Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, mostly because the Riddler looks ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, on this, yeah.
Yeah, on the other cover, just like that weird stride that he's got.
No. The Riddler, this is the Riddler that they have in this book is not like if you read Batman this week, Riddler beats the shit out of somebody. Like kills him pretty much with his hands.
But was this like the
it's the same Riddler.
Are they still doing like the Irish pub version? Remember like the sexified with he had his shirt unbuttoned?
Yeah.
It's still doing that Riddler? They still got that guy?
Yeah, that's the guy we got.
He got the burns. He's got like the chops coming down.
Yeah. But I would tell you, if you probably could get the Penguin book for sub $15. I think that's a good price for this 1 in 25 in near mint condition. That's why I put 1/25 near mint. All right. Next up, for those people that read the Turtle book, Leatherhead was in it.
Leatherhead.
So let's go back and do a little Malibu comic, shall we? Tales of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 6, Old Malibu. The Boo, baby. Raws averaging for HG. That's not for home goods. That stands for high grade. $35. Everything else,
Really?
yeah.
This is
Or if
more
you take it,
expensive.
or if you take a high grade and you put it to auction, you're about $15 on the average. Yeah, it is. All right. CGC 9.8s though. Now I'm saying high grade, but I'm not saying 9.8s because you don't know for one or whatever. But a 9.8 goes for $350. However, and this is why raws and high grade probably around $35 makes more sense. 9.6 is going for about 95, sub 100, $95. It's 9.8 or nothing in this book. He's also on the cover, so if you know he's inside and on the cover, that must mean it's his first appearance. There's the boo. Next up, I know Pete hated it, but I think Wolfman's funny.
This was the best. No, this was the best story of the three.
Agreed. I'm not going to complain with that. It goes this Hawkeye than the last one. Yep.
Yeah.
For those people that don't know, if you can't remember which one it is,
this one wasn't bad.
You gotta
and
be careful, though.
It's kind of a filler to get us to the next book.
Isn't there another cover that has Wolfman on it and him coming out, but it's similar to this, but it's not this?
Yes.
So you got to be careful. This is Amazing Spider-Man 124. I think it's like 130 something, 136 or somewhere around there. They have a similar cover.
Yeah, he comes back and it's very similar.
Very similar. Okay. All right. So Amazing Spider-Man 124 raw is 23 for average, low grade, no first listed. 35 to 40 listed as VG or better and noted first appearance. Or if you just put nice key / nice Bronze Age key, nice first appearance, Bronze Age key.
It's a nice key.
First key appearance. If you put any of those in there, you can sell for 30 to 40. It doesn't matter the condition. CGC 8.5 is going for 242. 5.5s for 9.7. To be honest with you, grabbing a couple of VG pluses and trying to press it out and make it look a little better than it has, as long as it's got good staples, not a lot of color breaking, might be worth it because 8.5s are going for 242. So
this is 124. I want to look.
Yeah, 124. Yep. I have a couple of these because these used to be even cheaper than that. It used to be a $10 book.
Where are we?
All right.
260. Nope.
That is it. That is it, my friends. That is it. And that's under the radar this week because I thought we were having Jack on here. I didn't want to bore him with all the underraters.
Hey, I got my man wolf. Yeah, that's my man wolf.
Oh, there you go. Wait, let's see it. Let's see it.
Yeah, it's probably like this is just a mid grade. It's got some there's some ticks in there.
That's all right. Yeah,
it's not a bad copy.
20 cents.
But yeah. I don't know. I just felt like digging, so I could actually reach into this thing now. Figured to hit up the
BK. I want to know what BK voted for. Tell me what books this dude voted for. That's what
it doesn't tell me who voted or what they voted for.
I would hope that he wouldn't be such a coward and he'd leave a comment, but it's BK. All right, next up, let's get into the tier list for events.
Yep, this should still be fun.
We're supposed to have we're supposed to have Jack here. We were supposed to have Jack here. Unfortunately, he backed out. You know what? I don't think I'm going to work tomorrow. I think I'm going to go fishing all day. That's what I just determined right now. You want me tomorrow? I will be fishing all day.
Well, we're going to need you for the Hot 10 eventually.
That's some bullshit. We'll see
what you want to do Friday. I got one more Friday left. I can do it.
We'll see what we can do. I might be able to come in for that. But don't expect me in any type of shape. I'm going to be oiled up.
Hey, I got technically only 2 days off left. I can't count Saturday and Sunday before I got to go back to work. My sabbatical is just about over.
Oh, yeah, this is kind of jacked up. Move that stuff.
But yeah, we were going to have Jack on because somebody had suggested it and it was a good idea at the time that we go over and talk about all of the Marvel events. So I came up with a list. This is my list. I cut some things out because we couldn't do everything. The list is long enough as it is.
We'll get into some of them, though. I mean, there's some good ones. Oh, hey, here's one.
These are chronological, by the way.
Yeah. All right, Secret Wars 84, the first Secret Wars. A lot of good books in this run. Some instant classics.
I thought about going earlier. I thought about doing the Kree Skrull War or whatever, but this feels like more the first big limelight event.
Can I say something about Secret Wars?
Go ahead.
Appreciate the historical value of Secret Wars. Appreciate some of the first appearances of Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the story is
The
not.
story's still dumb as shit.
Story
Like, it's
sucks.
all right. It's just, hey, let's take everybody, put them on a weird planet, have them fight. Okay.
Yeah, not good. I mean, I would probably
we
have to
got
put
toys out of it. We got, like you said, first appearance. We got first appearance of Spider-Man. We got what is it, Titania and Volcana. We got the Jessica Carpenter Spider-Woman.
Yeah, because we got so many good books out of it, I guess it's got to be at least B. But storyline's trash. But like,
Yeah, but I'm completely on board with you there.
all the stuff that we
I
got,
feel like
yeah.
these need to be different.
Hmm?
You can go ahead and keep talking. I just don't like the
Yeah,
colors.
I agree. But you know what's trashier than that? Secret
What's that?
Wars 2, 85.
Oh God, yeah. There's
There's
love
no
for this.
redeeming factor of Secret Wars 2.
No, I'm not a fan of.
See, this is what I was talking about earlier with Marvel and their movies, right? This is kind of what I'm talking about. They had Secret Wars, not great, right? But okay. But it did very well. So then what they do the next year? Secret Wars 2. Like, they took all the bad parts of Secret Wars and put it into Secret Wars 2.
Hey, let's bring the Beyonder in. Like, I know we kind of mentioned them and all, but let's flesh them out. What's cool? I think disco's cool. Big collars, yeah. Let's open shirt. Hell
In
yeah.
85, though? 85 disco was not cool, bro.
Oh, it was to some of these Marvel editors because these weren't the coolest cats on the street. Like, these were the guys.
Yeah, but what wasn't
going
it 70 something when they were?
Yeah.
They did
Disco's long dead. Disco's long dead, but yet George Perez and these guys were still giving us Nightwing with his big old collar.
Yeah,
Big old deep V.
By the way, Perez back then wore mind the DVs, but the big old collars Perez still wore in the 80s. So
Hey, and hey, that's you represent your time. Granted, I'd feel a little stupid if I was wearing like cross colors, skid, like pants or something right now, or something, maybe some Z Cavaricis with extra pleats. But
dude, there's no way that Vision collar, no way. Yeah. I mean,
no,
just the storyline itself is trash.
Secret Wars 2.
We got to vote trash on it already. It's trash too. Yeah.
I'm not saying anything bad about Disco, but Secret Wars 2 was trash.
There it is. Secret Wars 2, yeah, definitely. It was.
That original Secret Wars is in B?
It really wasn't a great story.
The story still sucked, BK.
I mean, it's an event, but like the story of Secret Wars wasn't all that, and they gave us it was 12 issues.
All right. Fight with Death, the Infinity Gauntlet. Shit,
this is one of my favorite. I mean, I'm biased. This is really what hooked me.
This is the MCU's based off of, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, and this is what got me as a kid. Like the early Surfer stuff that led to this is what hooked me into comics. I mean, this and the Claremont X-Men.
Dude. But how good was Drax? How good was Drax in this compared to the Drax?
Oh yeah,
this Drax was fucked up.
Underrated. Pip the Troll.
I love. This is where I fell in love with Pip the Troll. Pip the Troll's solid. You can't see it, but Death's behind Thanos. The whole death. I love the death part they do rejecting Thanos,
being kind of like in a Starscream kind of role. Like I'll help you, but trying to work his own machinations.
I think it's A though. I don't think Marvel hit its
biased. I would go S all day, but I will take an A. But I'm biased. I will admit I am blinders on. It doesn't matter what you say. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I think A is fair for this as well. I mean, it was good. I didn't read this as when it came out or anything, but I read it after, just like the other ones. But it was better than definitely better than Secret Wars.
As a 13, 14-year-old, this was like high literature to me. This was great. But if you read it today,
some of the parts still hold up. The Thanos death story still holds up.
It is what it is.
The Drax thing does. It was actually funny because whenever people complain about well, that's not how it was. You watch this and then watch the MCU. This is completely different than the MCU. This Thanos is different, 100% different than the MCU. Hey, there you go.
They tried to make
in the chat.
Yeah. You want to come on?
Thanos tried to be. I'm trying to save the universe. I want to just get rid of half the population. No, the comic book Thanos just wanted to impress death.
What were you mad at? Oh, that's why he says it's He says it's S tier.
Oh yeah, BK. And I'm not going to argue with BK. I'm with you, but I'm not going to be mad at A.
Well, you got to remember, dude, this actually played it. Well, probably spoiler alert because I bet you it's one of the events later. But the way Death was here and the rejection of Thanos plays into a whole nother version later on during another.
Yep, and I believe I have that in here later as well.
Which you don't really get the full. It doesn't hit
the Supremes like Dinah Ross.
Yep.
I put the other two in here.
Nope.
To be fair, this one at least gave us the fun doppelganger versions of all of the heroes.
Okay, I'm gonna put trash and I'll be right back.
No. I'll say D.
I mean, look at Colossus over there. Like, how does Metal Colossus have a hairdo like that?
He's spiky, and he's evil. He's evil.
They didn't give him a beard.
These are the doppelganger versions. This was, Magus.
Pre-Marvel Zombies.
Magus? How do you say his name? See, this marker left. He's more the Adam Warlock guy. I can lean on him for Adam Warlock now.
Yeah, he'll make up his own. He'll call him Majus or something.
Yeah, that is true. It's Majus.
Yeah, this is not good, Pete.
Like, it wasn't good.
What did you say, D?
I'm saying D.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm just saying it's not.
I'm good with D.
Well,
it doesn't also have to be in the trash. But
the main reason why I'm not putting it in trash is because it's not over. We still got one that came after this.
Yeah, I tried reading. I mean, I read it, but it's just not. I didn't care.
Anybody? What did you guys in the comments say? Anything you guys? Yeah.
Joe gives us Cyclops was interesting, and that's all we got.
He did kind of look cool as an actual Cyclops. But as an event like Secret Infinity War, which they lifted the name because it's a cooler name, I guess. But yeah, D for doubt. See, I'm with you, BK. Low C, all right, I would even argue that because it was still funner. But I wasn't. I'll also admit I was never a big Magus, whatever you're saying, the evil Adam Warlock. I was never a big fan of him. He wasn't as cool as Thanos as a villain. Like, I thought we were taking a step down when he was the big bad.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely was not.
So I will settle with D here.
Yep.
And we don't need Marco for the next one because reason again why we needed that to be D is because we had a third that came a year after to wrap up the trilogy with the Infinity Crusade, and this was.
Oh no.
I don't even remember what the point of this one was. I just remember we had a little bit more of her. Aisha or whatever her name was,
I don't know.
And they were just gold and shiny. The whole point of this event was just to set up the Infinity Watch afterwards.
Right? Yeah,
Warlock and
the Infinity Watch. Yeah.
We're gonna have Drax. We're gonna have Pip. We're gonna give everybody a gem, Gamora, and we're basically gonna have like Guardians with gems, and we're gonna have a squad. And then that was tough to maintain.
Yeah, because nobody cared.
Yeah, exactly. It just you rode the idea into the ground at that point. Anything? What do you guys got?
It was to fill up the trash can. You know what you wrap up? Trash. And I agree with both of those sentiments. Like this was garbage. I don't want anything to do with it. I tried reading it and it had some. I think there was a gold cover, foil cover.
Oh yeah,
it still wasn't. Yeah, nope.
It's shiny. It was a shiny cover.
Yeah, my juice. Right,
Matthew, you're gonna have a tough time with this one if you're just going off of covers because I mean.
Oh yeah, Matthew. Yeah,
there were some cool covers throughout all of these series.
Yeah,
there's some gatefolds and some wraparounds and things like that.
The high. This was the pinnacle of.
This was
foil chromium gimmick covers. Yeah,
this was high times for gimmick covers. We'll slap foil. Is the new number one? Yep, number one. We gotta have foil.
Put a foil on it.
No, okay. Well, Valiant's doing the chromium thing. We don't want to overdo it. How about we do holograms? We can do holograms. All right, we'll do holograms. What's DC doing?
And chromium.
DC put some plastic ass jewel on the cover of one of theirs. So Eclipso number one. You can watch out for that. put that in a long box and see what it does to all your other books.
Yeah, exactly. And they had the sticky, the milestone. DC
Oh yeah,
with
the
sticky things
Superman
on there,
book
yeah.
with all of the
Mhm.
the Lobo and him
You
fighting.
make your own cover. Let's just
Yep.
not make the cover. Let the people do it. Why are we watching this again?
I guess Marco's trying to catch up.
You can't even
You
hear
guys threw
him.
that in trash already?
Yeah, it's because that's why we needed to put the other one in D, because we needed to step down because Crusade was just not good.
Yeah.
It was just to set up the Infinity Watch. That's the only purpose it held.
What's
Dude,
the name of it?
I'll be honest with you. I re-got back in was it 09? 09 or 010, Marvel had a
10. It's just 10.
10, sorry. 2010. So it's 010.
Just say 2010.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what year it is. Okay, buddy? All right.
Doesn't matter.
So probably in 09 or 10, Marvel had a pallet blowout sale where they're blowing out like TPBs and back pallets. And they used to have this line called, it was a black hardcover, if you remember what it is. But it was shitty. Like the glue would fall out. It's been in warehouse forever. But like all these came out. So it was like buy one, get like 5 3, because everybody was trying to blow them out as fast as they could because there were pallets you could get.
BK, but this one sucked.
See, I don't think it was that bad. And I'll tell you, if you read all of them, Infinity War and Crisis. Yeah. All right. Fair.
I didn't care for it.
Oh, S tier. Get the fuck out of here. This is the event. Like, if they can never, you want to know why this is S tier? You'll never be able to reproduce this. Never.
They tried.
Never. Not even close. Yeah, but it wasn't even close.
I know. They tried, but yes.
There's only one event that's pretty close to this. But it's no shot. And characters that came out of here are awesome. They had to keep them on. The whole, I mean, here's the other thing. Not only this, but the prequel to this and it's not a prequel, it's kind of like a prelogue, but or prologue, whatever. And then what do you call it?
Prelogue. I'm getting kind of excited. I got a
afterwards.
prelogue going here.
Synapsis at the end, I guess, was also really good. Like the 12 and everything leading into it was good. The 2 books, Omega and Alpha, leading into this was very good.
Chromium covers.
The 12 was better as an idea than its execution because
Chromium
on
covers,
its own, it doesn't hold up.
No, but it plays in good to this.
I know it does. There's a lead in, yeah, sure, but on its own, it just wasn't enough.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm not going to argue. I absolutely love it.
And I mean, like what split up?
Though.
I'm not even talking main storyline, but like what X title was X-Man probably the worst.
Oh yeah.
Out of these, but even that people liked it because it was a Nate story.
I didn't like it. I did not.
That
was
like probably the worst. All the rest of the X titles were great. I mean, if they could ever duplicate that, like it's game over, dude. It's S tier for sure.
Yeah, Gambit and the Externals.
Externals is good. I actually like that. I like the Externals. Yes, I like that.
I did too. That's what I'm saying.
Because oh, dude, man, it's just so good. And even that's the first time I actually liked Wolverine was in that storyline.
What about the chat? Nobody's got an opinion on this one.
It's 2020.
No, that's just you correcting you on your 2009
year it was.
2010 talk.
No,
there you go, BK.
Yeah.
See,
it was perfect.
Yeah, Age of Apocalypse was.
It's a miracle today. Me and BK agreeing on a lot of stuff today.
Yeah, there's 2. Yeah, there's probably one other one that I think belongs.
There's one other one. There's one that they did. That's S tier. Yeah, there's one that they did in the MCU. They did not do it justice, and it's pretty damn good.
All right, what about? I don't know. I'm going back to BK's comment too about Infinity Crusade. Any thoughts to give it D? Because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it's as bad as Secret Wars 2. It's not good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not great, but like it's okay.
They're D's.
Okay.
Right. D's.
I'm D with it too. I'm D with it too. So
there's still some trash ones coming though. There are some events that I thought were trash.
Okay. I know this is a X-Men centric thing. I thought Onslaught kind of fucking sucked.
Onslaught did suck. This was bad.
Yeah, I
read this and
it's awful.
So when I talk to my X-Men friends, like when I say that, they're like, "Bro, they pull a BK. They're like, you don't read comics."
No. I did not like Onslaught. I didn't like the Onslaught was just a way for them to do the Heroes Were Born stuff. And
it
was just kind of forced. It didn't feel complete. I didn't.
X-Trader try to fill that story.
Hey,
Like it was,
and
so
we're
many
gonna get
things.
this.
And there was a lot. It was like a weird. I'll be honest. It was a weird space in comics, especially in Marvel at that time, because it was kind of like, it was towards the end of the '90s era, and they were still doing that late '80s, '90s style, and you were starting to feel like, yo, dude, this ain't it. Like
it ain't working.
This ain't it. Yeah, this is not where we need to be at this point. So
that is true. I mean, I did love Joe Mad.
Right. No,
Joe
Matt's art was always good.
But
maybe he's a little behind. Maybe Matt's behind. He's talking about.
I was fishing for Age of Apocalypse talk.
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong, Matt. Tell me if
Matt better not be saying this nonsense
maybe
right here.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think.
See, like Black Spiders.
Mac's the type of guy. You're B for Onslaught. Okay, I think it's lower.
I'm more of a C, but B is not terrible. It's right in that range.
What's up, Black Spiders? AOP is for sure.
Oh yeah, AOP.
Onslaught, I would probably put into the C category. It was the end of an era, pretty much. This was the end of the era.
Yeah, I can't give you better than a C.
Yeah, I can't give you better than a C.
I'll give you a C because Secret Wars, as dumb as that storyline was, it was still better of a story. Because it was
it
gave you like the whole concept of all that.
I think the stuff that came. I'll tell. Okay, can I say this though? The stuff that came out because of Onslaught being so bad, probably it would have been good because it got better because of how bad Onslaught was. Is that fair?
I don't know. Because think of what Onslaught brought us. Onslaught brought us the Heroes Were Born stuff, which gave us 2 Liefeld written stories.
Yeah, but I'm saying is like you had the
Jim Lee ones. We're not.
But you had to get rid of that.
I love Jim Lee, but
no. What I'm saying is no, because you're thinking like that was
Iron Man and Fantastic Four.
I'm saying is like that. Like they thought that was going to be successful. So they did the Liefeld stuff, but because it wasn't good, what's up, everyone? And Marco, what's up, Kyle? Because it wasn't good, we had to cut the Liefeld stuff short and then move away from it. Which
man, the cap, dude, that's the cap.
That gave you the worst cap ever, right?
With the eagle on his head. Like, why did he bother changing things?
Oh, we went from this to 2005.
Yeah, there was a gap. There's no real
shit. I'll be honest, I forgot about this. This is close to S.
This is a good one too. I'm a big fan of
Annihilation is damn. You know what? If you could combine Annihilation and what was right after Annihilation? What was the second thing?
Annihilation 2.
Conquest. Annihilation Conquest. If you would have made them all one, it's guaranteed S. Alone, it's probably still S. Annihilation is what we all.
You can combine them because I don't think I gave you the second one because I just couldn't fit it. We had so many. So I didn't put Conquest, I don't think, in here on its own.
Annihilation is what, when we talk about Marvel and space, when people
this is what I want.
This is, when you ever hear anybody talk about Marvel and space, all of a sudden you mean everybody always goes, you start talking about Marvel and space and whatever your idea is of it in a comic book shop, and somebody's going to pipe up and go, you mean Annihilation? Because it's the best version of Marvel in space.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm not gonna.
We didn't do Contest of Champions. Oh, Jesus.
No.
Yeah, this is good. Is this S tier?
To me,
I've read parts of this. I didn't read all of it, but what I read was really good.
I mean, it was super good.
To me, this is every time we hear Nova rumors, it's because I want this.
Yeah, this is the best Dick Rider. I'll be honest with you. Like, I know everybody loves Guardians of the Galaxy that we saw.
But they came out of this. Like, this is what we...
Yeah, but this is
because this Abnett and Lanning, they were working all this.
We got one vote in the chat.
All right, yeah. BK's got it. Put it in S. He gave it to us. Give it to him. I'm thinking about it, but yeah, I mean, it's got to be. Now there's 3. Now there's 3 that I got in this. Because there better be something on this list that we see. Oh, I loved House of M.
This is the one I was thinking of.
Jesus. I forgot about House of M.
House of M was good.
It was short. It was short compared to some.
It was 8 issues.
Yeah, it was short. But compared to Annihilation, Age of Apocalypse.
See, that's where I disagree. I felt like this felt like it was longer than it needed to be.
Really?
Yeah. We got the No More Mutants and we're down to 200. Granted, I might be attributing a lot of the fallout afterwards.
You're contributing the fallout because the end of it is
still an 8-issue miniseries.
Yeah, but you didn't see it. You didn't see No More Mutants coming, bro.
No, I did not.
That is probably one of the best endings to.
But that's why this is for me. I put this at solid A though. I still put this at an A. I just don't think this is where the other two are. For me, that's me.
See, because I thought it was 06 was the next event, and I don't think you could get the 06 event. Can we talk about the 06? I know we're not supposed to be talking about the 06 event. You cannot get the. You cannot get the 06 event without this event and without the ending of this event. Without every part of this event, you don't get to the 06 event. That is a fat cap. You're right.
He is broad.
Yeah. He was the first. It just wasn't.
Well, this was
wasn't really a huge.
Koipel? Is that how you say his name?
Koipel, yeah, Koipel.
You guys are doing A on this?
Oliver? I say A. I'm with Matt. And I'm with BK. I'm telling you, I'm being BK.
I'll give it A. But this is the
I like us for this. Sorry, go ahead.
I like us for this too. We better start flushing out some.
Dude, this is right with Infinity Gauntlet.
No,
it's not like we're talking crap.
Gauntlet. Dude, this is better than Infinity Gauntlet. The No More Mutants part was just. There's never. I'll be honest with you. None. Well, okay. In Annihilation,
half the Marvel universe just disappeared in Infinity Gauntlet with a snap. When you were a kid, when he snapped his fingers and people just upright and disappeared.
No, I think the death part was more important than that part.
I know it's comics, but I was 13, 14 years old. I didn't know what was coming next.
Right in 05, everybody's saying there's too many goddamn characters.
To undo it in a issue.
Okay, maybe so, but nobody was saying back then that there's too many characters. In 05, there's way too many mutants in X-Men. Every comic, because you had X-Men, X-Factor, you had X-Factor, X-Force, you had the House of M. You had a ton of crap going on. They're like, this is just too much. And then they go, no more mutants. And that's how they left it.
Yeah. Spiders has got a point because we had Disassembled was leading into this, right?
Yeah.
Didn't Avengers Disassembled lead up to this?
No, that was around the same time.
Yeah.
But without the mutants, you could get because the mutants would have helped out with the Registration Act. That's on spoiler.
You got all A's in the chat.
All right. I mean, me and you are on S, but you're right.
Yeah, right. The chat all says A.
All right, put an A. I mean, that's underrated, I think, at this point. Yeah. Civil War S tier.
Yeah, Civil War.
Never since AOA, Age of Apocalypse, was the scope as complete as in Civil War. The Civil War, I mean, the spinoffs, the X-Men spinoff, the Wolverine spinoff. I don't really like Wolverine, but the Wolverine spinoff was good. They had the New Avengers spinoff was good. What spinoff wasn't good of Civil War 2? Shit, they had the journals that was even good, bro. Like since Age of Apocalypse, there was never
they fixed the one mistake they made with this one.
What's that?
Peter?
I Am Spider-Man.
Yeah. Civil War
they fixed it eventually.
Yeah, that to me
but they was it.
I mean, yeah, I wish it didn't have that lasting repercussion, but everything else was a lasting repercussion from Civil War.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it wasn't as good. It wasn't as well done in the MCU. I'll tell you that much.
No. Well, they kind of sped through it a little.
Well, I think you and BK
finally give up. He doesn't know what he's talking about because he's only seen the movie. He didn't actually read it.
Oh, see, we broke BK because I am also a fan of Civil War.
Miller says S.
It was a good series because there was
too many S's.
Yeah, Infinity Gauntlet ended with the A. Black Spiders. Yeah, but that was in the A.
Hey, yeah.
I think we're going in chronological, so that was earlier. But the other two Infinity didn't do as well. They ended up in D, but that first one was definitely an A.
I like World War. I might be on an island by myself. Here's what I'll tell you. I don't generally, if we're talking about Avenger books, I'll read Hulk over the rest of the Avengers, but nobody gives a shit about Avenger books. Let's be real. None of those guys are good. But World War Hulk, I mean, maybe it's because it's the, apocalyptic version or like the you know what I'm trying to say.
BK, what do you mean the premise of Civil War makes no sense?
Who says that?
BK. That's the whole point of the premise of it.
What's up?
Certain heroes believe in.
Hit me up, Bunky. When are you coming? Let me know when you're going to be there.
Let's go.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Now, Hulk for me is a B.
Hey, this is why too.
It's not at the same level as the
Mildon Miller. This is exactly why. This is why Civil War, because he's not the only person I know that this did.
Mm-hmm.
Civil War got a lot of people back into comics.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
What year was that? 2006?
6, yeah.
Yeah, 6. It was 6.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's right around when I got back in.
That's where it saved a lot of people.
From, in college times, it was like early 2000s. We had the Ultimate Universe. Ultimate Spider-Man is kind of where I dropped off. Like I started to fade because again I was in college.
I
had drinking to do.
I have World War Hulk.
I came back.
I'd have World War Hulk in A, but I can understand why some people.
I only have it in B because of the other two that are in A. Like where we're stacking, I would.
Yeah, what's in A?
Remind me Infinity Gauntlet and House of M.
Oh yeah, this is not that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not those.
Yeah.
No fault of its own. It was pretty good.
The problem is Secret Wars in B.
No, Secret Wars wasn't that bad. Secret Wars was an OG. It gets an inflated status because it was a first.
Yeah, I have it in A too. But there's a bunch of A's and there's a bunch of B's.
I'm B for that.
Yeah, we got probably put in B.
Hulk was great leading into it and all that stuff. It made sense. Like it was earned. That's the best part about like some of these events. That event was earned by storylines they told years leading into it.
Right.
It wasn't like what we got in the later years where they just threw shit together.
I think Secret Invasion is underrated. Well, we'll see. I actually like. You also got the Skull Kill crew out of this. I thought it was pretty good.
We also got Dark. I mean, Dark Reign wasn't an event of its own, but it was a lasting status quo. Following this, which was kind of cool for a bit.
I mean, I put this in the A level.
Yeah, I put this with Hulk. This is with World War Hulk to me.
B?
A B.
Okay.
Yeah,
only because I think it went a little long, and I think certain parts of it. I feel like they mistimed some things. If I remember, as this was released,
that's fair.
Some of the ways that
also it was confusing. I will tell you, the books in this were confusing. As well put together as Civil War was, this was not put together as well as Civil War.
That's what I mean. Like I feel like there was things that happened in some issues. Like, wait, what? And then this issue, we don't know that she's a Skrull. So
I don't know what Fax is, but this is true. I liked it. Yes, I agree.
It is fun. It was a fun book.
Okay. C. I don't know. I could put in B. We
got a couple B's. Ryan's a B. We got Joe's in a B too.
Yeah,
even
BK. Get a B
and
here,
B there. I think B is where Secret Invasion, because again, I'm also giving it the benefit of Dark Reign and things that came after.
Yeah, which is
the last thing.
That was also a fun time. Like, you got
I think you're right though. I think if they would have built it better. I think that's probably what hurt.
He was just I think it's look at all these storylines that were back to back to back.
Yeah,
like we're going from one to another,
and it was
the timing of things were just off at this point. Like
way too massive, way too massive too at the time.
Line it all up.
Okay.
The Thanos imperative.
Unnecessary.
Yeah. This was this the this
This
was
is
this the
retiree
Cancerverse
Thanos
stuff?
come, huh?
Was this the Cancerverse stuff when Nova went away, or was that
Yeah, they come out of the hole and then they try to go do it, and then Thanos turns into a good guy to save the universe.
to save the universe? He and Nova sacrificed.
Yeah, sacrifice. Yeah.
Okay, that was this one. I couldn't remember
Yep.
if this was this or Conquest was how that one wrapped. It was okay.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it was this, right?
Yeah, I think it was this one.
It was because they had to get him. Yeah, because this came after.
This was his face turn. This is the
Yeah,
Thanos face
this is
turn.
when Thanos turned. Yeah. Was this where he started off as a farmer?
Maybe. I think it was
No,
the
that was-
MCU got the farmer idea.
When
Yeah,
he got
that
the
was-
Scarecrow, when his suit was on the Scarecrow, and then he.
Yeah, and then they put that in the movies.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, remember when Thor killed him? His suit was a scarecrow.
Oh. I don't, Rob. There's a decent amount that are good.
Because this is the problem, Rob. We're gonna get to a bunch that were not great. That's
Rob,
why.
we can rate, dude. You better slow down.
Oh yeah, don't give me the.
Yo, no shot.
We can do DC one of these days, but
Oh.
we'll need.
We gotta
make
figure.
sure
You got
Corbin's
to
here
figure out an S tier for DC first off. Rob, feel free to come on and tell us which one's S tier.
Flashpoint.
Yeah, I have two. What?
I like Flashpoint.
Flashpoint is probably its
This
best.
Flashpoint was probably the closest to like Age of Apocalypse, where
That's
we
probably-
got different
that's probably the
versions of
best.
characters.
Yeah, it's probably actually the
You know what I'm
best.
saying?
Actually, yeah, probably the
Yeah,
best.
so Flashpoint's my go-to.
He was, but then I think at the beginning, but then at the beginning of, I
Oh,
don't know
you're
if he
right.
was-
Yeah, no, yeah,
He
Yeah.
was, but no, he took the armor back off the Scarecrow.
yeah,
And
he did.
That's what I
He
was
did.
saying. Maybe C or D.
The imperative, I would say C. I don't want to put a D. It's not bad. It was all right. It was just all right.
Yeah, I mean, there's
So,
Flashpoint, but like that's it. Yeah, this is not B. This is probably C.
I mean, Crisis
D,
was
maybe.
probably a big deal for a lot of people. But it
Okay,
was
not.
before my
Hey,
time.
we got to stop talking about.
I know we
DC.
got to stop talking DC.
We want this in C or D. What do you want it in?
I say C. I'm
I
all
agree.
for C.
All right.
I
Yeah,
can't
BCA's
vote. I
got a
didn't read
B,
this
so
one.
I think that helps bring up some of the C's.
Yeah, I think it's C's. I think it's
So
C.
I think bring it up to a C.
A, Shadowlands A. This is the because I don't even think this. I know they have Wolverine in this, but this is non-X-Men, like non-mutant event. This is street level event.
It is a
right?
street, but it's still.
It's not even like an
spread.
Avenger event. This is like a street level event. This made Daredevil, who was kind of out of fashion for a while, cool. Because remember, he becomes the leader of the Hands.
What do you mean?
Huh?
We had the whole
Made him cool.
Moonraker run.
Bruh. No. This made him
Moonraker was
cool.
awesome.
This made him cool.
They made a movie. Yeah, the movie was shit. That's what hurt. That's what hurt Daredevil.
Yeah, the movie.
Ben
That's what I'm telling
Affleck and
you.
his disheveled hair.
Yeah.
having weird
The
flirty
movie.
fights
The
in a
movie
park.
screwed. Well, that's what I'm just telling you. The movie screwed it up right there. So they're having a rough run with it. And then Shadowland came out. Not only did Shadowland come out, Shadowland then made introduced you to other characters that were decent, but you had made it forgot about. Like Luke Cage, like Jessica Jones. Moon Knight hadn't really done anything in a while.
Yeah, he had been quiet. He'd been kind of
2010, you get this,
reboot.
and then you get all the what's its names after that. So you get a lot of good series on Moon Knight after this. It was
but
badass.
I'm also with you. And Spidey also played a role.
Spidey did,
He's street level in this.
and by the way, I think
there.
it made it. I thought it was a good storyline. It's intriguing.
I'm biased, so I'll give an A, but I can understand.
And by the way, hold
I can
on.
understand a B. I can understand a B vote.
This is why I'm
but
going to give it an A. This is why I'm
I'm a
going to give it an
Daredevil
A.
owner.
Also, how many times have they done a version of this Daredevil now? He totes the line, or they've done it something else. There's been a lot of times. Moon Knight took a Shadowland-esque thing. Iron Fist took a Shadowland turn. I'm
Mhm.
saying it in S style, like the style went that way. Punisher at one time becomes the head of like a hand thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? After this event, they use that for almost every street level as the goal tier of how to write a character for street level. So
Yeah, I got you.
I think it's A because of that. Moon Knight is not lazy, bro. He got like 3 freaking arrow. Get out of here with this nonsense.
Well, he's dead right now, so
Yeah.
he put down
A, a couple B's. We can put in A.
that's where I got it.
Okay.
Again, I was biased too.
Me too.
Like I said, I'm a Daredevil homer.
No. I know. Look, I know that Jack likes Siege. And Siege was okay.
This would have been an interesting conversation.
Because he's high on Siege, and I'm C on Siege, and he is S on Siege.
I did not care for Siege.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Sentry guy. Just the whole thing, just great. I'm thankful it was only 4 issues.
Yeah.
That was the best part about this, is it didn't last long.
It was short. It was short. I mean, I think it's C at best.
But to be fair, like, this is the third event. This is the third event of 2010, by the way.
This is when they start saying that they're going to go back to doing one event a year. I think it was
because this is the third one of 2010.
Yeah, it started to get out of hand. After
we got our
Siege.
street level, we got our cosmic, and we got the whatever this would be considered, the gods, the Avengers, I guess.
I agree. C.
Yeah, a bunch
C.
of
Okay.
C's, and BK gives it an A.
Well,
I'm fine with a C. If somebody were to say D, I wouldn't argue that either. But I'm fine with a C.
Yeah,
But
I couldn't
feel
finish
more
this one.
D.
Trash.
Yeah, Fear itself was dumb as shit. It made no sense. I didn't get it.
I've never been more mad buying comics than buying these fucking comics.
It was so long.
I don't know. You bought that Turtles
gave
comic today.
Huh?
You bought that Turtles book today. You were pretty mad about that.
Dude, you take that
7 issues.
Take that and start exponentially putting it. And
There's
going
7
like,
issues, and then you had spin-off series
got
and
worse.
tie-ins to everything.
It got worse.
And then they're just, hey, let's just make like monster versions and give them axes, and we'll make them look like Tron.
Yeah.
Cool. Why?
I guess I just
like
I stopped
was
reading
it the Phoenix?
Like
I don't even
started.
understand. Like to this day, was it the Phoenix? Wasn't it the Phoenix power was getting in weapons or something? Bro,
It was
you
something
talk,
with that and like an old, like a Norse god.
Yeah, Norse god. You want to talk about
was
punching
the
yourself
god
in the
of fear?
Who came
or
up with
whatever
this?
Was released.
Whoever came up with this should be fired from comics. Period.
And then they tied in like the Red Skull stuff, and it's
yeah, exactly, Rob. This is so bad. This is trash.
Yeah, yep. Spiders.
Hated it.
Yeah, this was.
Yeah, it's trash. Itself is it, which means trash. Trash. Fear.
I have
You
no
gave that
problem with
C.
that. Yeah.
They gave this Fear itself C.
Yeah,
No.
Rob, that's being generous, even giving the D. I'm just so annoyed by it.
Oh my god, I think we should trash it, but they're not letting us trash it. They're putting it in
Really?
D.
I got it in the trash.
I know, but we're not.
Really? What? There's C? Really?
D.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a couple
in the
D's,
trash.
so we got to put.
Oh, I can see some C's. Look at this.
Yeah, there's some C. They said the art was C.
Oh,
Trash
don't
though from
give me
Matt.
art.
BK gave it a C.
C. The art was great. That's why he gave it a C.
Yeah, because you know what? Their artist had to draw something. This is what they gave him to draw.
Oh, send it. We got another one. Ah. All right, send it. Send it to the trash can. Matt gave it. Yeah, we got enough trashes on that. All right. Oh God, BK, I dare you to fucking read. BK, I'm not even gonna swear him. No, here.
Even it has his best art. I don't know if it's his
Hold on.
best.
Sometimes it's just like a child. Sometimes you see him doing something dumb and you just get upset and you automatically just yell at him. And sometimes you just got to sit down with him. Hey, BK, listen to me real quick. This is what I'm going to do for you. I want you to go and read the entirety of Fear Itself by next week. You say you can read. I'm not sure if you can or you can't. But here's what I'm going to do. You take that book and you read that entire book and you tell me what part of that storyline is not complete fucking trash. And then we'll move it out of the garbage because that thing's trash. Yeah.
It's like, hey, let's give everybody like Tron hammers. Why? Well,
What? Okay.
we like the glowy.
That's not saying much.
Yeah, I also don't think it was the best.
That's
Thor.
Also, I don't think it's true. Yeah. All right. All right. Next up.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna get a lot better.
Nope. You can throw this thing in the trash too.
Yeah,
This was so stupid.
This was so long.
Dude, Fear Itself got me so bad that I was chugging through this and I go, you know what? This is when I started going, fuck you, Marvel. No, not doing it. I don't care. I'm not a completionist. This between Fear Itself and Age of X made me not be a completionist anymore. This is when I realized it's okay.
This is what I think Rob was talking about. He's like, Marvel events. Yeah, here we go. This is the stretch we're talking about here. Oh, this was
and it was stupid. A lot of the matchups sucked. Like,
oh, it was just dumb. I didn't care about matchups. Like, what is this?
I cared about matchups if it was like they're removing at least for 2 years, like somebody killed somebody at the end. You know, finishing move. Like, done.
You like this? All 9 issues of this, or however long that shit was?
9? You mean 900 issues of this?
Oh my god! I'm not talking about the spin-off. I'm just going off the main series.
Doo-doo cheeks. You got a trash can.
Doo-doo cheeks? Who said that?
Right here, doo-doo cheeks.
Doo-doo cheeks. I love that, Rob. Give that man it. I'm using Rob. I'm stealing that shit, bro. Doo-doo cheeks.
You're gonna give him.
Ring the bell.
Absolutely am for doo-doo cheeks. That's fucking amazing.
Then you got trash. You got the B.
Yeah,
trash.
Matt, you're on an island, sir.
Yeah.
Matt saying trash. This is a B.
Ooh,
C from Black Spider.
Even a C seems generous.
No, I like it, bro.
No, you're all good, Rob.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, dang.
Well, hey, oodles and noodles, motherfucker.
Really? Yeah. I mean, this goes back to the Fear Itself argument. You know what? The one good thing I'll say about that series, the art wasn't bad.
Yeah, I can't save this series though.
But the art wasn't bad. Story
in the
sucked.
trash.
I could care less what happened.
Oh,
Yes, the Age of Ultron.
you know what saves this?
The first appearance of Angela.
Nothing.
Nope. 2 things. 1, it's not Fear Itself, and number 2, it's not A versus X.
3, it's not better than either of them. It belongs in the doo-doo cheek.
No, it's D. It belongs in D for doo-doo. It belongs in D for doo-doo.
This was so drawn out. So drawn out. Oh, what happens if we kill somebody? So?
I think it's funny, Rob. Yeah, I think it's D. I agree.
D.
Who was it?
Dude, there were so many of those Age versus X. Huh?
Who did he kill? Who did Hawkeye kill? Was this one he killed? The Hulk? Pissed everybody off or no? That was later.
No, that was later.
I don't even remember what this stupid event was about.
Well, it was around the time they were doing the Ultra thing. So Ultron came back and took over, started killing off all the Avengers and then transplanting himself. It was kind of like what would happen if Vision wasn't there and he won.
Yeah.
Better than nothing. D. See,
there's
a couple C's, but there's a lot of D's.
Garbage.
D's.
I'll still put it in the garbage, but I'll give you.
Still bought almost every book.
Oh wait, you missed one.
What did I miss?
I mean, granted, maybe you didn't see it on your
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
2009. Slide 14.
Oh, S tier, motherfucker. S tier.
Like, I'm looking at our dates. I'm like, wait a second. You missed an older one.
S tier, motherfucking S tier.
I know you're a big fan of this
S
one. I actually did like this.
S tier. S tier.
But I will admit I'm biased, so I will accept an A.
No, I won't accept an A. You get Vulcan in this one. Great for
I'm not as big on Vulcan.
Not only that, if you like
I don't think anybody's as big as Vulcan is.
No, nobody's as big a Vulcan.
Yeah, nobody
fan, but
cares
I did
about
like
Vulcan.
the whole the factions and the thing. Like we had the Dark Hawks and
Dark Hawk. Yeah, when you start having the Raptors, you had the whole Raptor thing going. That storyline was great.
They raped the Raptors?
Huh?
They raped Raptors?
No, the Raptors raped him.
Oh,
it's Dark Hawk. They did. They put him in these bubbles. It was a bunch of naked dudes in bubbles and shit. And who knows? And they were like molesting him in the bubbles.
All right, well, let's just leave the bubble talk alone.
This, you know what this did? This is why I love this thing. It made a bunch of C, and you know how I love C tier characters. It made a bunch of C tier characters important and
See,
well written.
this also happened before the Thanos imperative.
Yeah.
It was after Secret Invasion, and it was before the Thanos Imperative. So this
Plus, you get Chode in here. Chode's all over the place in this.
and you Chode and your Star Trek, your Star
Yeah,
Jammer.
because the Star Jammers were really good. They bring back, you bring back what's his name, Peter Quill, but more of the comic book version than the movie version.
The movie version.
Which I like the movie version. Don't get me wrong, but I also like that Annihilation, full mask. Yeah, and dude.
Fair enough. I'm probably A. I'm gonna go A with spiders again, and I'm a fan.
Well,
of
here's the thing. A. Since we had first off, it was short, but since we're doing War of Kings, then we're also putting in Realm too, right? So Realm of Kings, War of Kings, that whole thing. You got dude, it gave you like the most about the Imperial Guard. That whole shit with the Imperial Guard coming.
I like the Imperial Guard
wild,
stuff,
bro. Dude,
like I said,
the reason why you got
Kid
Kid Gladiator is because of this event, pretty much. Because this made Gladiator cool as shit. You're like, oh, I remember seeing these guys in cartoons, and then you're like, oh, they finally gave him good storylines.
Yeah. No, this was good. Again, when you had the Inhumans, Kree, and
dude, it made Captain Marvel.
I was in.
Cool.
But I'm still. It's not at the same level as.
Did I say Chode yet?
Top tier. So that's why it's at A.
It's one of my favorites. This is by far one of my favorites.
To say an A.
I'm with Paul.
So BK and Marco give it an S.
Yeah.
But
all right, the next vote will settle it. A or S, unless somebody's going to come hard and be like, it's a D.
I'm putting it in C, so that'll help.
That's right. That's what happened with Ultra, the Age of Ultron. He had to go back in the past again.
I'm giving the chat chance. Marco needs somebody to say S. Anything other than S?
BK said S.
It's
say A.
Fighters.
Miller, if you like that, then press S because they do a lot with.
Or you could just say A. There's nothing wrong with A.
A is fine.
A is fine.
It's no S level,
dude. Hold on. This is the killer here. When have the Inhumans ever been fucking cool? Never, except for in this storyline.
This was their only one because I left
the only storyline I've ever
that
been
other
good
dumbass story out of here. Remember
it
was Black Mirror?
Yeah, all right. And then another A. But S.
Well, no, Spiders, you already did your A, so we can't double up your A. But if somebody else would have come through with an A,
can we see the list, Pete?
What's that?
Yeah.
Can we see the whole list?
Dude, get in trade and get War Kings. Get War Kings and get Realm of Kings also, dude. Just get it's like two small trade.
He gave it an S. He hasn't even read it.
He said he has to get the trade. That doesn't mean he hasn't read it.
He hasn't read it.
Age
of Apocalypse. What is after that?
Annihilation.
Okay.
Civil War.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. I don't think this.
No. War of Kings is literally Civil War, Annihilation combined into one.
No, if House of M is not S, then this is not S.
It's better than House of M, bro. Did you read it?
Some of it,
bro. S tier.
I read all of House of M. That should have been.
Let the people speak.
I put it out there, and you got your S that I asked for. So I gave you.
Right.
Yep.
We put this in D, right? Okay.
I gave it a D. This is like a C.
This thing's so overrated. Didn't Bendis have a lot to do with this?
Okay, the heroes are gone. Thanos is coming back. He's going to take over. Oh, he's got a crew with what was it like Supergiant and
was this the Black whatever or something?
Yeah, his crew. Yeah, that they put in the movies.
Yeah.
Squidward.
Yeah, Squidward.
I mean, listen. I know we're shitting on it. It wasn't terrible, but this is the definition of mid.
Well, that's why I said C. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
it was just
definition of mid.
The underside of average.
No, I mean it was average. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying BC is the middle line. So B is a little above average. C is a little below average. So it's just a little below. That's all. It just because it was done
Space
before.
MCU is amazing. Dude, hit me up when you read these. Hit me up and let me know what you think. Because Annihilation, both Annihilations and this.
Oh yeah, Annihilations are good.
But some of the Annihilation covers Conquest covers got expensive too. Annihilation and Conquest, both of them. You gotta get the trade rate.
Is this where we get that Squidward guy and then the whole?
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
Ebony
Black
Maw.
Order, the Dark Order,
Ebony
Black
Maw,
Order, whatever.
and
yeah.
Proxima Midnight.
You may think this is suffering. No,
Were they called
it is
Black Order or
salvation.
Dark Order? They were better in the comic book than they were, believe it or not, on the screen. But
Corvus Glaive.
were they called Black Order or were they called Dark Order?
Black Order.
Black Order. C. Put in C.
It is.
Yeah.
See, that's
He's in
I
there.
feel comfortable with this. That's all it is.
BK says A, but I don't know if that's what he's talking
Whew.
about.
So,
No.
Original Sin.
I like a book in the Original Sin series for its first appearance. Original Sin is the stupidest thing. Dude, first off, I like The Watcher. I forgot to mention this. The Watcher in some of the other books was very good too. And then they decide to say, hey, you like The Watcher? Yeah, let's try to make it a mystery of why he's dead, and nobody gives a shit. Can we make a story on why the Watcher's dead? Cool, maybe.
Yeah,
Can we
didn't
make it a
somebody
mystery thriller? Cool. Can nobody give zero fucks about it?
didn't
Let's try to
somebody
do that.
whisper something to Thor and he put his hammer down and then like I'm fucking off. I'm gone.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Didn't that came out of
Original-
that too? Or he just put the hammer down?
There was the spin-offs were the worst part. I'll tell you this. What was it? 3? Which is the one that's got what's her name in it? The Spider Girl.
What's
Silk?
Spider-Girl?
Yeah, Silk.
ASM4.
But it's of this Original Sin storyline. It was a spin-off of it. Yeah.
Right.
That's the only thing that came out of there. And by the way, that was a dollar bin book because the storyline was so bad. Like I got so many copies out of the dollar bin because it was so bad. So bad.
I got a 9.8.
I got one out of a dollar bin. Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
one from Comic Man Andy.
Oh, nice. He probably got the same dollar bin I got.
I got it from a Comic Man Andy giveaway, and I still have it. He sent it to me. I won one of his
Oh, I
giveaways.
gotta hit
D,
him.
that's
I got
fine.
it.
D's fine. Okay, I'll give you that.
All right, I'll give you a D. I guess keep it out of garbage.
Yeah, that's what he did. Make him on Thor. Yeah.
Wait, is that this one?
D.
Yeah, that's this one. It's hard to tell because the title.
Yeah,
is
it was
cut
so Black Spider. How dumb was that, dude? Because
Oh,
in
these
a
were
lot of these
square-
other
wow,
events,
that's
they
what I
just
messed
you
up.
just had a bunch of space events too that the Watcher had some part in. Like he wasn't supposed to interact with the part. Like he did some cool stuff, and they had the Watcher being pretty cool. And then they put him in here. They did him dirty, dude.
Yeah. and What about the big eyeball, the orb?
Oh my god!
And then they made Nick Fury
They
became the
brought
new
back the
Watcher.
orb. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
so
Nick Fury's the
stupid.
new Watcher. Like, oh boy,
So stupid. Stop!
This
I'm
is
throwing up in
dumb.
my mouth.
this was. I will say this was probably more pointless.
Dude, this was a waste.
I didn't finish this one. This is when I was we were supposed to have Jack on, and Jack was like, "I read most of these. I didn't read all of them." Yeah. This is one I didn't even. I stopped.
So
This almost got me. I stopped buying.
after 09, when they said they were going to retract about doing as many events in 1 year, then because Access did so bad, they said we're going to slow down our event schedule.
Yeah, like
How many books
this
are tied?
whew. You know what I think it was? They said, you
Huh.
know what? We can design Axis so it looks cool upside down. It'll work.
Well, because
whether
it's
we
because the
flip it
good guys
upside down
turn
or
bad and the bad guys
not. We'll
turn
make
good.
a whole
in this, which
event
was-
based off of that.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like the good guys turn bad, the bad guys turn good. Which, by the way, not a terrible concept, I guess, but they kind of already did Dark Avengers and everything else. So
Yeah, and this is when they made Cyclops look like Daredevil.
yeah, maybe.
See, look at him back there.
Yes. It was just stupid. Trash.
Bad. I didn't read this one either. It was bad.
It was
It
awful.
was really bad.
It was just. I don't even know what the point was. Why were they fighting again? Do you remember?
Well, because the good guys turn bad and the bad guys turn good.
Why? What's what I'm saying? Do you remember?
No,
what the
because somebody.
inciting
Okay,
thing was?
okay, yeah. Someone. I have a feeling it was something like the Scarlet Witch did. No,
Shit, was her fault again? No
I think
more
it's
good
her.
guys and bad guys. The good guys are bad and bad
Was it
guys
her?
are good.
somebody like cast a spell or something in a fight, and then all of a
Mr.
sudden,
Mitsupitalik?
Yeah, something like that. He's from DC, but
I know.
um,
The Impossible Man showed up and he said, I'm gonna make everybody do
Scarlet Witch and Doctor Doom cast a powerful inversion spell, so it was her fault.
yeah, it was her fault again. I told you it was hurting somebody.
Boy.
Mhm.
It's like I said, I don't even remember. It was just
Yeah.
not good. That's what I remembered. Not good.
So they were trying to save something. They did an inversion spell, and then all the good guys turned bad, and all the bad guys turned
Yep, the morality of everyone gets reversed.
This is probably the closest we got to Age of Apocalypse.
I don't think so. I don't think this was that good. I know people like this, but this is mid.
Really?
It could be because I was getting burnt out because of how bad the last 5 events were.
Oh, the other ones were awful. That's why I enjoyed this one so much more. And
see, I just thought this was.
They gave us a ton of spin-off. Like
that was the problem.
Series.
That's what it was.
Many.
I think we were so overloaded. It's like when you eat like. Do you like vanilla ice cream at all? Like good vanilla ice cream, like top tier creamy.
Yep.
It's like when you go and instead of getting top tier, you get like mid vanilla ice
get
cream.
Some Briars. It's all dry.
Yeah. You get some Briars, and then you make yourself like a big sundae out of it, and you're just like, oh, that's not exactly what I want.
Like it's grainy.
Yeah, 100%. And that's kind of how this was. If I didn't want the top end stuff,
that's not how I felt about this stuff.
And I just got one scoop of this, and it's steaming hot outside. Okay, cool. But instead, I had a whole bowl of the shit, and I'm like, that's not what I wanted, bro. I mean, I wanted vanilla ice cream. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't want that vanilla ice cream.
And I'll be fine with what BK said with an A. I'm just gonna say I enjoyed this. Like I liked.
See, I thought
they gave us a reset. I like that they pulled in Doom and it made a weird sort of sense what happened. Like it did, and it gave them an excuse to pull like miles into this universe, and like it affected a lot.
All right. Well, the B. It looks like B is going to take over.
I don't know. Yeah, Ace.
Yeah, but you got 2 B's, a C for me. You got an A. I guess B, right?
John, somebody else give us an A to put this in.
I don't think this is on the same as Infinity Gauntlet, House of M.
I don't think so.
Shadowland.
I read
this. No shot.
This Secret Wars was better than the original Secret Wars.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no way it's but there's no way it's on the same line as Shadowland, House of M, and Infinity Gauntlet.
I don't know. Close. I will say at least a solid B plus, but if B it is, then for now.
But we don't have a B plus.
I know. That's it for now. I'll leave it in B until somebody wants to chime in.
Fucking trash.
This is some dumb shit.
Trash.
Joe mentioned Minority Report earlier. This was the dumb Minority Report shit.
Just because you did Civil War in 06 doesn't mean you need to do another one twice or 16.
Yeah. They're like, what are we going to do?
Yeah, nothing changed. This is just trash. Trash.
No, I think the reset for Marvel is from Secret Wars.
Oh, Secret Wars 2, yeah. Yeah, reset. No, that's what I'm saying. Reset for Marvel, and then you get this trash. Trash.
Well, yeah, that was trash. Getting us to that was trash.
No, what I'm saying is here, reset for Marvel, and what did he give us? Trash.
Well, no, I'm not. Trash. That's a year later.
Trash.
That's a year later.
So I'm just saying, like but we've been talking. No, but hold on. With some of these events, we've been talking about the relevance of what comes after them and how it helped out. Well, you say it's so good because it reset Marvel. As he said, yeah, reset. Then what happened?
It did reset, and then they screwed up the reset. That's a completely different conversation.
Trash.
Screwed up their reset.
Trash. What did Rod say? He's probably got something good here, Rob. Bad story, mid at best art, awful trade dress making. Yeah, just everything's awful in that thing. All right, trash.
The Hot Wheels variant. There's like a Hot Wheels cover randomly thrown in there.
You know what's worse than X versus A versus X?
Oh my God! This.
And by the way, this is after they told us they weren't going to be doing 2 events in a year anymore. Okay, just trash. Do we even have to get anybody's opinion? before putting this in the trash. I don't think anybody fully
Yeah.
read this because it was so bad.
I didn't read this one. I have no interest in either of those groups.
No, it's trash. It's 100% trash. This is just, we're going to garbage that one up. As soon as Pete gets back, we're garbaging that up. Oh, God, Lord. So dumb.
Yeah, no one's even voting because they don't want to waste their time.
Okay, I didn't think...
Wait. Before we move on,
There's nobody
you're
voting.
telling me you guys didn't love the story with the Terrigan mists coming and killing mutants and turning Inhumans into Inhumans?
That didn't make any sense either.
Hey, everybody, there's a shit cloud coming. Run for your lives.
That's exactly what it was. A shit cloud. Oh, is that what you went to go get? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, this is trash. All right. All right. The next one I know people are going to probably poo-poo because it got mixed reviews. But I didn't think this was as bad as people thought it was. Secret Empire 2017.
It was just too long.
It was too long. I'll give you that.
Too long.
And the whole cap. I know people got upset with the cap thing, but like
I was fine with the cap.
I actually like. Yeah. Did you remember the outcry though about it?
Hydra Cap?
Hydra cap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Not my Captain America. Where's AOA?
Not
my Captain America.
Yeah. It's the AOA screaming. Not my cap. Is he doing it in the chat?
No,
You probably took a break.
I think I capted.
I think I smell it. Yeah, that was that was the next line in the movie.
This is probably a C or a B. This is probably a C. This is mid because it went too long. It's a C. Story wasn't bad.
I'll give you a C. It did set up a different sort of status quo around things. It did give us two Captain Americas, which was annoying.
You got a C and a D.
C and a D. I got a C too.
Rogers and Sam Wilson. Can't we just? Can we call him something else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Agreed.
One of them?
C. Okay, C. Let's put in C.
That's fair. But as an event, like as a whole, it still was a solid read. It's just too long.
Yeah, way too long. It wasn't bad. The Hell Hydra thing. I was like, you guys are idiots. You know how this is going to
turn again, it was about
right.
9 issues.
You know what's going to happen.
It should have been 6. Like, there's no reason to go 9.
Agreed. Ugh.
Yeah.
So if we've already done Secret Wars 15 times and the last couple haven't been good, you know what we should do?
War of the Realms.
War of Realms. We should just call it something else and make it similar.
You know what I didn't put in here that also reminds me of this? Was because it was just an X-Men event, was the X of Swords, like the swords. That's what this felt like. Hey, everybody, let's give all the Marvel heroes swords.
Oh,
why? Yeah. We're going to make them fight like it's
now
the Dark Ages. Old-timey fighting. Give everybody a sword.
This is also what's messed up. War of Realms. There was War of Kings, and there was it Realms of Kings or something like that?
Realm of Kings.
Yeah, those two are good.
War of Realms. No, wait.
No, this is War of Realms. What's the second follow? What's the follow-up to War of King? What's the whole Vulcan?
War of Kings. Oh, that's right. It was Realm of Kings, I guess.
Realm of Kings, yeah. Don't get it confused, as we just did.
It's hard not to. They're just replacing words like it's a goddamn.
Yeah, this is a jigsaw.
Mad Libs.
Yeah, it's Mad Libs. I want to insert word here.
Yeah. Realm of Kings is very good. Realm of Kings is good. But we did War
I'll
Kings.
give you Donnerman art, but we're not grading just on art. The story was.
Oh shit! Dog shit.
Hey, let's put Cap on a Pegasus. Cool. Yeah. Daredevil gets the sword.
All right, let's put in a bunch of people we really don't give a shit about, and by the time we're done, we won't give a shit about them.
Hell yeah! What about Wolverine? Fuck it, just give him a cowboy hat and a white T-shirt. What?
And we're gonna put him in a different realm. Everybody goes in a different realm. Okay, let's go. All the Asgardians, Asgardian extra number 3, Asgardian extra number 4, Asgardian number 5. We're gonna have all you.
She-Hulk look like roided up,
title lines.
Ridiculous roided up.
Well, how come Luke Cage's bicep is bigger than his fucking head?
Was it the Immortal She-Hulk or something?
Immortal
Immortal Hulk, he got killed, or when Hulk like died at the time, and then she got all crazy, and then she was extra juiced for a little while.
Valkyrie, hey,
in the Avengers books.
And we're gonna bring in they didn't bring in Old Man Logan. They brought in what's the Logan? That's the person. What's his name?
James Howlett.
James Howlett Logan. Yay!
You couldn't give us Patch.
No, they couldn't give us Patch.
Patch would have been cool.
Are we D'ing or trashing this?
I don't know. Well, Punisher still had his.
We have a C and a D.
And guns. Hey, everybody gets swords except Punisher. He gets to keep his guns. What?
D this. We're D'ing it, right?
Yeah, that's generous.
Well, somebody gave it a
Captain
C.
America got
art.
a Pegasus.
Yeah, a lot of D's though. A lot of D's. I'm fine with it.
So they broke it up into realms too. That I don't think anybody gave a shit. I think the problem is nobody gave a shit about any of it.
Yeah,
it was just like Secret Wars in fucking Asgardian bullshit. King in Black. Okay, people are gonna say this is better. Look, I'll tell you this. I thought this was mid on its during its best times, and its best times wasn't the full time, if you know what I mean. Its best time was about 2 books on how fucking long this thing was.
I'll agree with you there. This was it was drawn out. It
Too
was
long.
It was a better idea that was actually probably poorly executed.
Yeah, it started off. They executed great in the beginning. First 4 books.
He built it up, but then once it actually was rolling, it's like,
yeah, it's like when you get on a roller coaster and you're like, it starts off hot, like they shoot you right out of it, and you're like, oh sweet, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, this thing's just like throwing me backwards and forward, backwards, and like side
now
to
you're
side.
starting to look around, like you're looking around at other people's reactions, like, is this the whole ride?
Yeah, what is this? This is terrible. Of course, he says this is B. This no, I mean no.
Wait, is he talking about this one?
Yeah,
I'm at a C at best for me.
Yep, I'm with you. I read
C is being generous in this.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that is being generous, but I'm looking at it because we put War of the Realms in D. I do think this is slightly better than that, but not by much.
Slightly better because it had 2 books that were worth reading, where War of the Realms maybe had not one, a half of one. War of the Realms probably should have gone in trash. What?
I agree. Justice for Sentry.
Well, Sentry got killed in another book too that we didn't mention in one of these other ones where they flew him into the sun and dissolved them. So, but whatever.
Well, for now, I got it at D because we got a trash and a D, and I generously gave it a C.
Couldn't stick the landing. You couldn't stick the middle, Matt.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. Like the buildup was great. I was all amped for this. But yeah, it just
so this is Shadowland 2.0, not as good.
No, agreed. But it still was a decent little read.
People
was better than
here. You know what the good part was? This was This is where say his name. Zdarsky's Daredevil run. People really enjoyed during this, and this event was a main catalyst to it. But it was kind of a fucked up ripoff of Shadowlands. So, like, you can never. But this is where you knew who were comic book readers and who weren't. You know what I mean?
But
like, if you put male,
I still feel it's above average. Even
though agreed.
It's still a B.
Yeah, I can deal with that.
Like, it's not near Shadowlands.
True, Black Spiders. It's 100% true. Not everyone is.
No.
And
also also
Mike, this is pretty much
Claremont had his missteps as well.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Yeah. It's if Shadowland is aioli, this is Mayo. That's all I'm saying. You know, not bad.
Well, you got a sriracha mayo. You got a little kick to it.
Sriracha in it. But it's not aioli. You know what I mean?
It's plain. It's not homemade.
No.
It's not a homemade aioli.
I tried to read this.
So Avengers, X-Men, and Inhumans. No, we can't use the Inhumans anymore. People are sick of the Inhumans. What do we got? Well, we got an Eternal movie. So how about we use the Eternals? Huh?
But Thanos' is dad.
Well, what do you say?
Thanos' dad. Yeah. Oh. Well, what's his name? Mentor?
I don't know. Mentos.
The fresh maker.
Fresh and full of life.
The purple people eater maker. Oh my god, I didn't care. I did
I
not.
read
Trash,
one book. I'll be honest. I read
trash,
one book.
trash.
It was so bad.
I
They
sat
had
this
that
one out.
the free comic book day for this, and they made a big deal about this. And it was I read a couple, and this was hot garbage wrapped in a turd.
Yeah, it was wrapped in a tortilla. It was.
It was fun, huh? I
Who
get the
said it
BK, I get it, the art, but we can't always rely on the art because, you know, some
Well, that's 'cause
artists
he
work
doesn't
on some crap.
read.
It's not their fault. It's what they're given
Dude,
to work.
the art wasn't bullshit. The art wasn't even good in this. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't remember it being bad. I don't remember who did
No,
it.
but it was mid art with bad writing. Get the fuck out of here. The art. I mean, it's
Who
all
even wrote this?
subjective, huh?
I don't even know who wrote it. I don't remember. I just remember I just didn't care.
Well, there's that one cover, the 1 in 100 that I loved. Get the fuck out of here. was
AXE.
Yeah, it might have been. That's exactly who that rings a bell.
What's that?
Tyler Kirkman.
Written by Kieran Gillen.
Oh, the Gillen. Okay. Yep, I see Kieran Gillen. And a lot of Mark Brooks cover. Well, Brooks is all right. I mean, he did all those Secret Empire covers too. So
yeah, but I mean,
give him
eventually
that,
it's the same thing. Okay, BK, relax. What I'm telling you is, it was a lot of it wasn't anything. I don't know. I like Delano better. It wasn't that for those type of books. I don't know who you could have done, but it wasn't. It was no Jim Lee.
The penciling was done by Valerio Schitti.
That explains
the whole series is. I think it's right. Black Spiders.
Chitte.
I think we'll put it there.
No
BK,
trash.
Hey, well, BK wants to rise it up unless we get some more votes.
Ugh. Hey, how did you say that guy's name again? Chitte, I believe it's called. Just like this story.
Schiti.
Chitte.
Valerio Chitte.
You can find, dude, within a week, you could find these books in the dollar bin. It's Chitte.
Within a week. Just go tomorrow.
Chitte.
Oh, within a week of it coming out.
The week of it coming out. Yeah.
Oh.
Chitte. Dude, I just remember going through cons going, oh shit, when did that come out? They're like, this came out last week. I was like, ooh, already in the dollar bin.
This book's Chitte.
Chitte, huh? Great art, huh?
I told you. By the time we were done, this is bottom heavy.
Yeah.
So we didn't overvalue, I don't think. I think A and S's, they had to earn their spots.
They did, because if not, we could easily put
everything would have been S.
Yeah, we could have easily put the A list in, because a lot of those, I'll be honest, the A's are probably A pluses.
Yeah.
And there's a couple B's there.
Yeah.
That I would argue are B plus. Like if you hold on, if you move, and just, I'm not saying to do this, but if you move Infinity Gauntlet, House of M, and Shadowlands to S, then you move Devil's Reign up to fucking A for sure. You might Secret Wars might sneak up into the A spot.
Yep.
And then Invasion, yeah, I mean, kind of. Maybe those are the B's.
Thinking about Invasion and original Secret Wars as whether they need to be moved up or not.
And then you move Siege, then you're like, well, I could see Siege being moved, and then see.
No, Siege is not moving.
I think you can move Siege.
I'll move Secret Empire before I move Siege.
Well, if there's nothing left in, Secret Empire too, yeah.
I'm just saying, we're one of the Thanos, one of the duplicate Thanos stories. Give me Cancer versus Thanos story then. Give me Thanos Imperative. I'll move that up before.
Yeah, and the D's are going to be the D's, and trash are just trash. Yeah, we are missing a couple, dude. But dude, how many?
Because we did 30. Like I
30 events, 30 fucking events, Matt. You also do the other events next time.
Because, like I said, I know there were certain ones I thought about, and I even had in there. But then I was like, you know what? These are too line specific, like Maximum Carnage, going back to. But I was like, that's just Spidey. And like I said, the X of Swords is just X-Men. I tried to
maybe hey, hold on. Maybe next time, maybe the next time we do these lists, we could do it as a Spidey event thing. We could do definitely.
There's probably enough Spidey events and enough X events to do them separately.
We could. That's the way we could sneak in like Realm of Kings instead of doing War of Kings. So maybe we could do something like that. Dark Ages,
like Mutant Massacre.
Yeah, Dark Ages is probably there.
Extinction Agenda. Those were all X.
He's right. We probably missed the Dark Age stuff. And what was What was the hero? Well, we didn't put in hero.
Yeah, I didn't put Dark Ages. I thought about Empire with the E, Empire with the Y. You know, I thought that was a recent event too. I thought about that.
We're already trash heavy, Pete.
But I'll be honest, we didn't need more trash.
I know. But like I said, we got to 30. I got to 30. And actually, I stopped at 25. And then I was like, you know what? I'll fill it out because our early 90s were a little thin. That's when I put Infinity War and Crusade in just to get us to 30. And then I added a couple just to kind of round it out. But
let me show you some of the great art that was like a B or C cover for X. Great art.
Wait, is that Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah.
Brian Lee O'Malley.
Yep. Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim versus the Eternals.
Judgment Day. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That art was pretty shitty. But not shitty.
Not shitty.
Not shitty.
Right. Yeah, there was obviously Galactic Storm, Executioner Song, Inferno, so many events. I see, but yeah, like you said, you can only
that was the other thing. I also was wondering about how I wanted to do that, so I tried to also lean on events that had their own miniseries and not just because like Dark Reign, like Dark Reign was like line wide, but there was no real Dark Reign series. It's just every title was Dark Reign Avengers, Dark Reign X-Men, Dark Reign whatever, because that followed Secret Invasion. So I didn't put Dark Reign in as an event. But, you know, there's room to come back. There's room to come back.
What's up, John? We're talking comics today.
Yeah, John, you missed a whole lot of comic talk.
So you think you want to do like Spidey events and I mean, there isn't probably not 25.
I think we already did the X-Men, didn't we?
We do X-Men all the time.
I know. I'm cognizant of your disinterest in the subject matter.
X-Men, X-This, but I mean, like so many of these X events, like you had them on the lower. I mean,
but yeah, they're there. That's what because it gives me something to do. I'm like, all right, I know this stuff off the top of my head.
Yeah. So many.
That's what I'm saying. Like I could pull those off the dome, like a Fall of Mutants, Mutant Massacre. We got Inferno. We could throw Extinction Agenda in there. And then we got to recover some of these. We'd have to do Age of Apocalypse again,
right? You have to, yeah.
And House of M because it went line wide, but it was also a mutant
focus on focus on mutants exactly.
So then we're gonna do some repeats. So like we got to sit on that for a while. We probably got to sit on that for a bit. Spidey, I don't know how because there was the Spider-Verse. I thought about putting in as like an event because there was like a whole Spider-Verse miniseries
But did it affect the whole?
Is AOA still in the chat? I have a bone to pick with him.
No, I think AOA might have left.
Should we do the thing, Pete?
Yeah. Run the thing now at this point. We don't have anything else planned.
Remind me next time he shows up. You have a beef with him.
Just in case.
Just in case we just bullshitting a bit. Like Dub and I were talking about if we did like Spidey events and X events, but we got to sit for a bit. At least on the
it'll be next month. It'll be next month if we do that.
No, we got to push the X-Men off a little bit. We got to give Dub a break.
Yeah, now that the series is ending, your show is ending, so now we got to take a break.
Hold on.
Plus, we'll have to redo like at least 3 or we'll have to
hold on.
5 of the events we just covered today. We'd have to do again. Because they're X-Men focused.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem I have.
Right.
Here's the problem that I have with that. He didn't even read he's supposed to be the TMNT guy. He didn't even read the TMNT today.
I like old TMNT. I don't read any of this.
You voters out there made us read that.
I'm not telling you to read that. What's coming out now?
Garbage.
I would have chosen Transformers.
See, Spiders. I even had a whole slide for Maximum Carnage. I had to undo it because what I rethought about it, I'm like, this is just Spidey, and I reset a couple as I was rolling through. So that's Maximum Carnage I pulled, but we can do that when we do a Spidey thing because
dude, I know you're not talking BK.
There's Spider Island. We can do the One More Day.
No, John. All right. Do you want to hear this? This is what I got beef with. If you're going to besmudge me on the internet and act like I just got random problem with people, like Linda Carter, put some respect on my name here. What you're not going to do is because he had this AOA, because he's from Florida, he thinks it's a great idea. He apparently got a signed copy of a book from Linda Carter. Now, if you know this show at all, and you know anything, you know that Linda Carter sucks. She's a terrible fucking human being.
You say whoa. The opinions expressed in this, whatever is going on, are of Marco alone.
Yeah.
That's not true. It's of every single person.
On this show, I do not agree with anything Marco is saying.
Hold on, because you aren't in, because here we go. If you were in Baltimore,
I was not in Baltimore.
Raise your hand in 2017.
Irrelevant.
Raise your hand.
I don't agree with what you're saying.
It did not happen.
When Linda Carter was there. Raise your hand. Okay. Who else? Because everybody there heard the same message from her. She was up top because, okay, let me explain how the Baltimore Convention Center works. They used to shoot TV out of there. So that's where they would do the wrestling events and everything. So they have the old school TV room. You don't see it in a lot of conference centers. You guys know what I'm talking about? In conference centers at one point, there would be a command center. Okay. The gorilla room, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It would be up top. You'd have a couple big windows. That's where the camera would be. That's where for wrestling events or whoever, that's where the commentators would be, hockey games, whatever it be it. That's where it be. So they still have that in Baltimore. If you ever go look up, you walk in the doors, you look up to the right, it's still up there. Carter.
Besmudge.
That's
a lesser form of it.
Yeah.
To besmirch
is
serious.
The reverse.
Whatever. Yeah, besmudge, besmirch, whatever. Here's the deal. She gets up there and now they make a big deal because she hasn't really done cons before, this, that, the other thing. She refused. They were supposed to walk her down on the floor for a signing. She refused to go down there, and then got on the mic and explained to people, well, I've never been one of these before because I've thought so poorly of all you people. The ones that are at Comic-Cons and everything. Oh, I'm fucking sorry. And then she proceeds to say, but you know what? Then I decided the only way I was going to come out here is if I did my concert. Bitch, nobody wants to hear you sing. She goes, so as you know, if you buy a VIP ticket, you could have got a signature from me. And then I realized that you people aren't that bad because you sold that option out within the first, whatever time period she said.
You people.
What do you mean,
you people?
First off,
what do you mean, you people?
Hold the phone. So you're telling us that we're shitbags. Then you got the nerve to not even walk among us people because you got to be in the fucking gorilla room. And then you proceed to tell people, so if you want any signings, I'm going to open up another 100 tickets for the VIP, which pretty much means you had to buy her ticket and then pay another $100 on top of buying her ticket to get something signed. She still wasn't going to go to the Comic-Con.
So,
and then AOA's got some nerve to act like I just oh, bro, man, I'm going to tell you that this chick's good because of that.
She's still my Wonder Woman.
Yep. She ain't my fucking Wonder Woman.
Have you been on the con floor and smelled what's going on down there, Margo?
I don't care. Well,
Yeah.
Dub, have I been on a con floor before? How about you answer that? I live on con floors, bro.
It was a rhetorical question. And then all of these guests now that are the
block off
name guests. Yeah, you can't even see
it's because of her. It's because of her. It's because of her. That's what she did. And now, so if you want to complain,
also wait, remember you being on the con floor and you see the other residents of said.
I don't give a shit. You're not going to sit
here. No, wait. It's one thing to see them over there. Now they're all going to be coming to meet you individually. They're going to be lined up.
Okay, cool. You want to know what? Hey, you want to know? Okay, cool. You want to know something? Then do Frank Miller. Be Frank Miller. Because what Frank Miller does is Frank Miller sets an hour or 2 hour time period, and you got to pay a lot to go see him. You got to pay for the VIP.
Be Frank Miller. Okay, I'll take $200.
But Frank Miller will.
Frank Miller. Now what?
No. But what I'm telling you is if that's your stance, don't get out there and berate everybody. Be Frank Miller. Be like, you know what? I'll have a VIP package, $250. You get one signature, one remark. And you only have an hour window to get it fucking done. At least I'll respect you for that.
Yeah, but Frank Miller's done cons for years. You just said it was their first con.
No, because she thought the people sucked. She thought they sucked till they actually paid. But it wasn't that. It was she didn't want to involve herself in the con. She wanted people to show up to her concert. She didn't think she could go to a con to get people to show up to the concert. Well, she could because she could charge for signature. So people were trying to pay for her signature, which she didn't want to do because she didn't want to interact with any of the people. But if they'd actually show up to listen to that fucking hound bark out whatever fucking word she was, her voice sucks too, by the way. It sucks. So whatever cat scratching bullshit you had to listen to on top of the money, and then it was just a milk out. So like AOA, good for you, Florida man. But don't put it on my name. Like, don't sit there and act like I'm just dragging somebody through the mud. Like, he probably had to go to the concert too. He probably actually didn't even get that signature. That person probably had to go to the concert. And listen
How long ago was this Baltimore event?
That's probably 2017 or 18.
That's what I'm saying. She's probably gone since then.
No, highly doubt it. I bet you she does the same things. And if
Why?
not, she does a whole
now
clear
that she
out.
knows. Hey, I could do the Frank Miller thing. I can charge $200.
No, because then nobody would show up to her concert because nobody wants to hear that broad thing.
Well, nobody
She's
needs to
fucking
go. Maybe she's not doing a concert anymore.
She does. Yes, that's how she does it. She makes you go and listen to her.
She did it once.
No, that wasn't the only time. That was the only time I was live for that bullshit. That wasn't the only time.
You mean you were alive? So that's what I'm saying.
No, live. I was there. No, live, not alive, not a live. That I was there live witnessing it. I'm not going to speak on the other times I heard about it. I only speak about what I'm there for. These are facts. This is coming straight.
But all I'm saying with your facts and not disputing your facts is
I don't give a shit about
what
her.
she's done since then. That was years ago. How about that? It was
that wasn't
7 years ago. You get better some slack, but maybe now.
I don't even know if she's still alive, to be honest with you.
If people pay her.
Go check. Hey, look up at where her last con was. It won't, but look up her concert schedule. It'll probably say, and we'll sign her comic book for $100.
Concert schedule.
Yeah. Go look it up, see if she's at a con.
I don't want to look up her concert schedule. Who knows what kind of algorithm I'll get put in.
Yeah, here you go. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like, don't be a dick about it. She was a big time.
Debbie Gibson's coming to Atlantic City in July. Oh, great. Thanks for the heads up.
Now, yeah, she's almost as old as Styx. Yeah. Hey, you see what happens? He talks shit, alligator on his porch. Don't act like I can't get you in Florida, buddy. Don't act like I can't get you in Florida.
At least he didn't try to get it himself, though.
Oh, I was hoping he did. He should have took a pan out there and smacked it across his face. That tells you about AOA. Oh, you know. For those that don't know, an alligator attacked AOA's house last week.
Didn't attack. He was just hanging out in his porch area.
No, she doesn't hurt my feelings. I just like if you talk shit to me, I'll talk shit back. But like I'm not even displaying her whole rant that she went on for 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes.
Yeah, she went for 2.5 minutes pressing the point that we were below her. I mean, you had to hear it. Like
2.5 minutes ain't that long.
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying.
2.5 minutes of no, bro. You don't go to a con to hear somebody sit in the fucking gorilla seat tell you how shitty all the people on the floor are.
I get you. I'm not defending that. I'm not defending any of that. All I'm saying.
But here's the other part. So then I guess she's
been done since then.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing. And I guess some people said that she has some stuff in her past. And I understand that too. But if you're not mentally stable enough to go out there, then don't go out there, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
But again, that was a long time ago now.
Yeah, so what? It was a long time ago too when old boy who died, who used to drive Green Lantern, or what's his name, peed in the towel and told a vet they needed to pay him after the vet set him up. But that still doesn't mean he's not a dickhead. He's still a dickhead. You don't do that. Like,
I get you.
And hey,
I don't understand a word you just said.
Neil Adams.
I unfortunately do.
Yeah, because he's heard the story before. There's a disabled vet at Motor City Comic Con who helped Neil Adams set up because Neil Adams used to hire people and they didn't show up. Big surprise because he's a jackass. So they didn't show there. So this guy was there. He's a vet. He had heard Neil's like, where's it? Doing what Neil normally does. You probably know this dumb because you probably had to deal with this jackass before. God bless his rested soul. Enjoy hell. So what he ended up doing is Neil Adams. So Neil Adams.
Once again.
How do you do this?
The opinions expressed here are Marco's alone.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So Neil Adams, yeah, he peed in a towel one time on the common floor. So Neil Adams, besides not washing his hands, dirtball, and he's the one that got us all banned from being able to use the the concession area that's for artists only now. That's a Neil Adams band too, but we won't get into that. What he did was there's this guy. Should I say? Oh, I can say his first name because he got a common first name. His first name's John. He was a wounded vet that got he was in one of the Hummer things and the mine boom, right, fucked him up, right? So he spent the whole day, and if you remember how big Neil Adams shit was, it was big. His space was not small. It wasn't just the normal 10 by 10. He probably, what did he get, about like a 20 by 20, some shit like that. So John helps him set up the whole thing, right? At the end, after he sets it all up for the dude, he's like, hey, cool, man. And he tells him the whole story because, Neil was acting like he cared. I don't think he was listening to him. And he's like, yeah, da-da-da-da. He's like, I did. I had to go through like 2-3 years of rehab. It's like a fake leg, da-da-da-da, whole 9 yards, right? These fingers are missing, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Sets the dude up. And Neil's spread, top notch. That guy would sell you everything, including his fucking dirty underwear, because he had it all out on the table, right? He always did. Can't knock him on his art. Can't knock him on his spread. Great at both. The guy at the end goes, hey, Neil, you know what?
I can knock him on some of the art. Some of the art in later years was pretty shitty.
Later years pretty shitty. Yeah. But to this point, it wasn't, because this is probably like 2014-ish, somewhere around there, 2012. I can't remember. So he goes, hey, Neil, you mind? He goes, you mind? It was great talking to you. I don't care. So what? That doesn't make him any better of a person. So Neil goes at the end of it. Now he set up this guy set up a 2020 spot for Neil. And by the way, Neil Adams for years never set up his own shit. And he definitely didn't do it this day. The guy ended up spending probably 6 hours doing this. Okay. He goes to Neil at the end of it. He's like, hey, Neil, man, it's great meeting you. The guy's like, yeah, cool. Anything I could do for you? He goes, cool. He goes, can we take a selfie? Can we take a picture? He goes, yeah, for sure. He takes a selfie. Neil goes, that'll be $25.
To a one-legged man missing fingers.
Who helped him set up his
He
technically had a fake. He had a prosthetic.
Well,
So that's why you can't go in the concession area?
No, that's something else. We'll talk about that later.
It's a separate. Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
I will say, peeing in a towel is pretty smart, though, when you think about it.
He did pee in the towel that one year. Yeah.
I mean,
That was bad for everybody. Fun of him for
ways
not
to
washing
pee.
his hands.
I mean, it's better than just like going in a Gatorade jug.
Yeah.
Or a Snapple bottle.
Well, he left it on the floor for somebody to clean up. That wasn't exactly cool.
Oh, well.
But yeah, no, I mean, hey, I'm not going to knock him for that. I mean, people have problems. Like, you probably should take care of that yourself. Fine. But that thing with John, like, yeah, dude.
My bars!
You're not charging somebody $25 for a selfie after that. Dub?
Nope. Absolutely not.
Nope. Again, I've heard that story, and I agree.
So, yeah.
Didn't happen to me, so I can only...
Dude, the guy felt... Dude, I was like, my man. And then I tried to give John the money, because I was like, yo, you are not... First off, you are not paying this motherfucker. And then he paid him. I was like, why would you do that? He's like, well, he said...
Well, it's too late now. You took the picture.
Yeah, he took the picture already. But that was the other thing. It was after he took the picture, he did it too. He didn't go like, yeah, cool, but it'll be maybe it wasn't. No, it wasn't 25. Sorry, it's $20. My bad. I'm sorry, I over exaggerated. It was $20 because selfies were $20. Pictures were $20. My bad. So it was $20, and I'm like, yo, dude. So I ended up because I remember I gave him $20. I was like, here, and he's like, no. I was like, dude, take he's like, no, it's not about that. And the dude was really sad. And this guy, I swear to God, if I had to hear that dude one more time while I was he's setting up his shit and I'm setting up our shit, if I had to hear him kiss his ass and tell him how great of an art, and this is my favorite. Oh, dude, remember when you did this and this art over here and this done? Like John chatted the shit out. Like he was taking it from all angles, just giving it to Adams too. Like I mean, the guy's ego couldn't have got bigger, dude. So yeah.
But if he wasn't listening, then
well,
you're right. He might not have.
But his ego was getting stroked.
yeah, right.
It was cash only too. Yeah,
I am the greatest.
That was the other thing. Thank you. It wasn't just $20. It was $20 cash only.
Straight cash, homie.
$20 cash.
Maybe they gave him a discount. Maybe it was more than $20 for everybody else.
6 hours you worked for me setting up my table? That's about $30. Cool. Give me 20 for that.
Have you ever heard who's Jay Fife? Should I know who this is, or is this a?
I don't know who that is.
I never heard of.
Yeah,
I don't know. The guy, you could tell. I felt really bad for John because you could tell he was like super embarrassed, and it didn't help.
Yeah,
I'll tell you this. I had to apologize.
It isn't really about them. It's not about the money. It's the fact that he asked for the money.
No, I'll tell you this. I'll give you this one. I've apologized to the man since I was a jackass because as soon as he did it, I should have looked and saw that he was embarrassed, and I didn't. Instead, I was like, "Why the fuck did you just give that dude $20 for that bullshit? Tell him to suck my dick." That's what I said out loud. Neil Adams heard it because I was like, "Tell him to suck," because you know me, Dub. I'm not quiet on those floors, and it gets kind of quiet there. And I was like, "Why don't you tell him to come suck my dick?" And then I was like, "Here, take this $20 back. I'm gonna go get your $20 back from that asshole." And then he's like, no, please don't. And I should have just.
It doesn't matter. Like that's the thing. It's
I know.
Not about
I should have just let it die. I should have just let it die because he was already. He's like, man, listen, let go. And then he walked, and then one of our other friends, Justin, came up. He's like, yo, man. A while later, he's like, yo, dude. I was like, what? He's like, he was just embarrassed because he said he didn't know what to do. He's like so embarrassed that like he just been praising this dude, and the dude then asked him for like $20
cash.
It's
not about the money. It's it's
oh, he's so embarrassed about it. Yeah. So I walked over to mine, and he's like, no, it's cool, man. Whatever.
What was it? I think it was something John said before. It's like, don't meet your heroes, because
yeah,
right.
I bought him some Killer Burrito comics though, and he liked those. Killer Burrito's fine. Yeah.
What Killer Burrito?
Oh, dude, Killer Burrito comics. Like, dude, I don't know.
No, I kind of want a burrito.
It's kind of, there's this group that used to do comics, and it was, I think one or two of them actually became pretty famous people, but they used to do these comics that were kind of a rip on like all pop culture stuff. It was called Killer Burrito, and then like they had like a Tony the Tiger type thing in there, and is it called Killer Burrito or Psycho Burrito? I think it's called Killer Burrito.
Do you poo?
Better than that.
It's not hard to do that.
Bad burrito?
Bad burrito. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, bad burrito. Right? They got like the Tony the Tiger and who did that?
I'm looking in the
huh?
Tracy Stoops and Matt Wilson.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was like 4 guys.
Oh, that's 3? The people who did the first issue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they used to always be there. I'd always support them. Because I think they did like, didn't they do like 6? 4?
Yeah, I see a few. Yeah, there's a few.
Oh, that's crazy. Black Spider. Oh, that's, yeah. No way. No way.
Nice.
I just hope you didn't ever shake his hand when you met him, is all I'm going to say. Notorious for going to the bathroom and not washing. Notorious. But yeah, that's it. So AOA, hopefully you hear that story. And that's why you have an alligator on your porch. You deserve it.
Yes, he deserved it because he got an autograph from Linda Carter.
No, he tagged me and said that what did he say? He said something like,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So I don't either. I check my Instagram like once a week or whatever. And on Instagram, AOA said something he had like this signed book. He says, Marco, something about me saying me besmudging or whatever her name.
Besmirch.
No, not besmirching. She doesn't get a smirch. Bad burrito. That's number 2.
Yeah. Well, I had the Tony the Tiger. That's why I put it up there.
Yeah, Tony the Tiger, the Kool-Aid. Yep.
The captain.
Yep. It was those are fun reads, dude.
I think you can still get them if you want. They're print on demand.
He is definitely not a rock star. He was not. Are they still? That's cool. Holler at him. Supporting, dude. Support the local indie guys. Anyways, that's I like telling better stories about people who were actually cool though. You know who has been always very cool though, because we mentioned him earlier, even though we said he couldn't stick a finish.
Velma from Scooby Doo. Oh,
Donnie Cates. Never a bad experience. Frank Miller. I mean, let's be real. Frank Miller had every business to smack me across my face. Just solid dude, bro. He could take a joke at this age too. He's not really that funny, but he gets it. You know what I mean? Solid dude.
He's never
don't let him direct a movie. That's all I ask.
That's all right. No, well, I think Pete was there. I don't know if Pete was in the room when I told him that I thought he was dead. I was like, hey, you look pretty good for somebody I thought was dead. He's like, thanks a lot, kid. I was like, yeah, no problem, bro. So he's pretty funny. He's a funny guy. I'll look him up. I don't from the Ohio Valley, huh? That's out our way.
The only Fife I know is Fife Dog, and he passed away.
Fife Dog. Did he? Fife Dog passed away?
2016 or 17 back then, yeah.
Sounds right.
I used to not get along with Marshall, but he turned out to be all right later on too. He was, speaking of rappers, he was pretty all right.
You get along with him now?
I haven't seen him in years, but I don't not get along with him.
He was at the draft.
Yeah.
You were at the draft.
I was, but he's more isolated than he used to be. So yeah, no, not the same. We are not the same anymore. I just try to think of other artists that were cool. Oh, my man, Cody. See, so many people are cool. What's her name? She's coming back to Detroit this year too.
Micah, yeah.
She was cool. Cody was cool.
Well, yeah, Cody Ziegler, you're talking about, yes.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, you met him. He's cool.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to come back. Oh, you know who's cool?
Is he writing Deadpool now?
Ethan Page, that wrestler guy.
I think so.
Yeah, he's writing Deadpool now. Yes,
he's writing a couple things. Yeah, there's a couple things he was. Yeah,
I think he's writing.
He's doing Spider-Punk.
Yeah, Miles. Yep.
Ethan Page is coming back too, and he's dope. We actually have a dope list. I mean, we're gonna go over it
next week. We're going over.
Dude, you know who also is cool? Starling,
Agent Starling, Jodie Foster.
No.
Not Jim Starlin.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Starlin.
Jim Starlin's be there?
No, he's not gonna be there, but he was cool.
Oh,
Jim Shooter was cool.
A
couple years ago, or last year before, he was nice.
Oh, when he was looking pretty rough.
He was nice. Yeah, he was looking rough, but he was
nice.
Also,
I've had three separate occasions. I've had interactions with him, and I know I said 3, which is an odd number, but maybe 50-50. But you never know, because now he's like in bad health and stuff.
He was one good, one bad, and one
meh.
Good and bad. Meh.
Yeah, kind of. There's one where the first one I was kind of like, oh, is this dude for real? The second one I was like, oh, this dude's definitely not for real talking like that. The third one I was like, oh, he's all right. He's mellowed out in his old age. Oh, speaking of mellowing out in his old age, you know who's also Eric Bischoff was actually pretty solid too. Speaking of wrestling, go back. Good dude there. Who's the guy that does? Okay, who's the guy that does zombie stuff? He did like Marvel Zombies all the time. Starts with an S. He's like sweet, huh?
Arthur Sudan.
Arthur Sudan. Yeah, Sudan? That dude is wild as shit, but he's funny as shit, dude. He is funny as shit, dude. That guy's funny. Who's the dude that did Gambit and in the Wolverine cover where you see Wolverine number 1? Jewish guy.
Gambit and Wolverine number 1.
No, Gambit. He did the art for Gambit, and he used to write signs that said, "I created this character," which was Gambit.
Oh, Rubenstein.
Rubenstein is an awesome prick. So Rubenstein will walk into a con with 2 bags, just drop his shit. Because like a lot of these guys, when they're coming in to set up, they'll bring in suitcase bags, like on rollers and shit. Rubenstein will come in, drop his shit on the ground, look for somebody he knows, and just be like, yeah, hey, give me a hand. And then proceed to have them set up his booth, but it will give him a sketch. Like, the good part about him is like he'll complain the whole fucking time while you're helping him because he actually gets him to do it. He'll complain the whole fucking time, like the whole fucking time. But he'll get everything up. He'll take care of you on the way out, and then he'll put up signs like.
That's what I heard about him, Spiders. I heard he wasn't that cool.
Really? I think he's fucking hilarious, dude. I think he's hilarious. Did you?
I heard other artists don't like him.
Oh yeah. I can see why. I can see why. Oh no. He'll take over your fucking table as an artist. Oh, as an artist, complete asshole. He will 100%. Dude, I've seen him at a con one time. He took over 3 fucking tables that weren't his. Like 3 artist tables that weren't fucking his.
You're not doing anything.
Artist on artist fight's cool with me. I don't give a shit. I didn't say he was like the nicest dude. I just said the dude was funny. That's what I'm talking about. Like this dude, because there's rules to this shit, right? Like what you don't do is start putting your shit on other people's tables and take over their space. Arthur came through.
Had this line, you die.
He had a U.
This line, you die.
Bro, Arthur had a fucking U. He then took over the fucking right table. You know what I'm talking about? The right aisle table and the fucking left aisle table. Just took him the fuck over. And then when one of the artists came by, they're like, no. He's like, oh, okay. Well, you don't need the whole table.
You don't need the whole
dude's
table.
Wild as shit. He's wild as shit. He is.
I created Gambit. And Wolverine.
No. Rubenstein's didn't. No, he didn't do that.
I wrote it on the handwritten sign.
No, he did. Yeah. So Rubenstein's at this con. Then he's like, oh shit, my assistant or whatever didn't put in whatever. So he sits down and he starts sketching this shit out. He's like, hey, anybody got a piece of? Oh, who's got a board? I'm telling 2 stories. So that's what Sudan did.
I got 2 stories going right.
So Sudan did the thing where he took over somebody's fucking thing, wild fucking dude, and then has to get pushed back to his space. Either way, which is a no. I get you. It's a dick move and a no, but it's kind of. You had to be there. It was kind of funny. Like, it's wrong, but also too like first off, the artist that fucking was complaining didn't show up the first day either, mind you. Okay,
I put my stuff. You weren't here.
Oh, he's not there. Yeah.
I mean, he did come in the one day, and they came in the next day. Okay, motherfucker, like, show the fuck up then, right? I mean, at the con I was at, show the fuck up then, right? All right. The other one, he was over on both. The other one, he was over only like this much. And the guy had him.
John, which guy? A tall old guy with thin hair. Who are you trying to figure out?
Yes, you're talking about Sudan. You're talking about Sudan. He's talking about Arthur.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if he's talking about Rubenstein?
No, Rubenstein. No, Rubenstein's like this wiry, small fucking.
Yeah, no, I've seen Rubenstein.
So Rubenstein's hooting and hollering the whole fucking time. Can't find it. So he's like, hey, who's got. Now he's got a whole fucking book full of white paper that he's going to sketch on. Who's got some paper? You got a whole fucking book there, sketch on. No. I need something better than that. Hey, those things you put in the back of comics. Boards. Give me your boards. He takes a board. He sketches out the Wolverine 1 fucking cover. He sketches out the first Gambit on the cover, second Gambit overall. Sketches
66?
out. Yeah, 66.
Yeah.
Sketches out that, puts I created these characters and has a third one up there and points arrows down them. So it's here. It's like he 2 metal poles on the side of his table because he only got 1 fucking table, which is beyond me. I only have 1 table, but fine. 1 table. And at the same one, Sudan is there, and that motherfucker's got he's got a whole fucking pavilion at this point. I don't know how much of it was his and how much wasn't. He's got shit everywhere.
He's just moving over.
He's got shit everywhere.
Over South America.
Shit everywhere.
It's is strong.
Yeah, it's amazing. So he's just got shit everywhere, right? So then Rubenstein takes them. He stabs them up, 1 on each side. Wolverine here. Well, it's crooked as shit. And then he takes another third one, puts it sideways and arrows and says, I created them. And puts arrows down to him, so it's Wolverine and whatever, you know what I mean? The Wolverine Gambit thing, yeah. So he does that. So he's funny because and it was like, did you guys ever? I think I took a picture and showed you guys. It was crooked as shit. It was hilarious, dude. Were you at that one? No, were you at that one?
I don't think so. But you told me about it.
Yeah, you.
I may have been there, but
I told you about the same handwritten signs at Philly shows that I saw
him
at. I'm like, yeah, it's the handwritten sign.
Yeah, I think he just. So I think from that show, he just fucking kept
his
rolling
signs
around
with
with him in his suitcase.
And then
Which
there's
is
the one
kinda-
in North Jersey I went to. He was sitting next to Ron Lim, and I was having Ron Lim sign my Silver Surfer 35. And I remember looking at his handwritten sign. Hey, he created Gambit and Wolverine.
Does he still have
He
them? Because
wrote
I
it
think the
in
last time I
Sharpie.
saw him, he didn't have those signs, but it could have been like
I think he just
something else.
made them that day.
Oh, made them again that day?
Yeah, like let me.
Because I was looking.
It was
So
just like
I.
it wasn't like a nice sign. It was just
All
a
right,
Sharpie on
yeah.
a piece of paper.
Yeah. So tell me.
Give me some
So
paper.
hey. So
Give
tell
me
me
a
if you would have done
Sharpie.
this. So tell me if you would have done this. And so then Sudan took forever to clean up or whatever. But then I see him. So he's wandering the streets of Redford off 96 in Schoolcraft, looking for his car. I'm like, yo, my man, no, come here. He's like, what? I was like, you can't, no, you got to get here. He's like, but my ride. I was like, my man, let me help you with that. So why I'm hanging out is because I'm hoping when Joe breaks it down, those fucking things are still up there. Because I was definitely going to snatch those bitches right off that. But they weren't. They were gone, unfortunately. Would you have done that?
Yeah, took him
If
to
he
Philly.
left it behind, if he left
left
it
it behind,
Heck
sure.
yeah.
yeah, so I was trying to do that. But then, yeah, so Arthur, I was like, hey, Arthur, man, you cannot. He's like, but I can't find the hand. Like, his English isn't the best or whatever. His accent's really thick. And he's like, I can't find the handler, pretty much is what he's looking for. And then somebody was supposed to pick him up. And this was at Astronomicon. So you know how the crowd is out that motherfucker. So, yeah. And then he's like walking away. He's walking away from that crowd. And he's walking right down to 96, which isn't where you want. You don't want to be.
Absolutely not.
You don't want to be walking down there. So I'm like,
you want to leave that building, go to your car, and leave. Like that. You don't want to go anywhere else around that building.
Pop it out. So, yeah. So I helped him out a little bit with that. And yeah, I mean, that dude, I'm not saying he's the. Look, I'm not saying whatever. I don't know if it's cultural difference. I don't know what's going on with that cat. But that dude's wild. Like, he just is a wild dude. So, and I would never set up next to him because he'd probably take your spot over. But whatever. I mean, that's him. The other guy, though, Joe's awesome. And I think we're going to see Joe soon. So hopefully if we get the signs. If anybody sees Joe, please take a picture of these signs so we can use them. Because I don't know what I did with them. I don't know why Pete didn't take the sign pictures. But, like, it's amazing seeing those. Huh? Well, because I told him the one time he said he saw it again afterwards. It would have been nice that we could use it on the show when we tell the story.
Well,
this is the first time we told the
I remember
story.
seeing it was pre-pandemic, so it was ages ago.
Yeah.
And then since then, I just don't remember.
See, yeah, I don't remember. That's what I'm saying. I think I saw him. I've had him seen
last year.
Was he? And he didn't have the signs.
I don't think he had the signs.
He didn't have the signs anymore.
Well, you should ask him if he created those characters. That's the next move now.
Oh, bro,
dude,
no. I talked to him about I ended up talking to him about 30 minutes about it, dude. He's a boss, bro. Like he is crotchety old man turned up. See, like that's what I want to explain. I understand some of these people are quirky. It may not be socially the nicest. Like I get what Arthur, I understand what people are saying about it. I understand it. I get how you be pissed if you show up and he's on your table. I'm not saying he should have done that. I'm saying I found the whole situation funny as fuck. Okay. That's all I'm saying. And I find that dude and how he is like on another fucking planet hilarious. Okay. There's a difference between that and the situation with Adams. Rubenstein is a crotchety old man who you might think is an asshole. Like he complains a lot. But if you talk to the man and the actions of the man, not what comes out of his mouth, but the way the guy moves and the way the guy acts, he's not an asshole, right? He just isn't. Like, he's not. He's just crotchety old motherfucker. So, like, there's a difference.
Well, I got you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's yelling at the sky all that. Dude, he will yell at the clouds no, I swear to God, he will yell at the clouds in the middle of a con for no motherfucking reason like he got Tourette's. Okay. So don't ever get twisted. But that doesn't mean the guy's an asshole. You got to be on my list of being an asshole like Linda Carter and Adams. You got to be extra special, dude. And it can't just be one bad day. You have to be extra special in a place where it's not redeemable. So,
well, hold on. What else did Linda Carter do?
What?
You said one bad day.
Yeah, one bad day.
Linda Carter only had one bad day.
That wasn't one bad day.
Maybe that was just one bad day.
That was not what she was saying. Wasn't one bad day. That's not one bad day. That's no filter on your mouth.
It sounded like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what you said.
According to what you said, it sounded like bad minutes.
We're just repeating.
Hey, hold on now. That's built up saying that you won't attend cons because of the people. That's not.
She had never been to one before.
But you also said
she said she got invited all the time, but she wouldn't go because of us people. Because of you people.
I don't go places because maybe
I don't go places because of you people.
Because of you people, yeah. Because I've heard some things.
Get out of here.
I heard some things.
28 out of 25.
I didn't make it to Philly Fan Expo this year. It was right here. I just didn't have it in me.
Oh, you didn't go at all?
I didn't go at all.
You didn't see Dom.
Yeah, but you didn't get on the like it.
I just couldn't. Like, well, Saturday was completely out, and then Friday just wasn't working because it was Saturday.
It didn't work out. Yeah.
And then Sunday was like, I go Sunday, and I'm like, you know what? At this point, screw it. I'm just not gonna hike it all the way out there for what.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna have stories in a couple of weeks because we have a con coming up. We'll talk about it next week, and we'll give you guys all the.
Some of the people you might have heard about are going to be there.
It's true. It's true.
We'll get some follow-up stories.
Yeah,
we have some friendly people too. We got more people that are coming. I actually have a real good story about somebody, and I will let the chat decide what type of person this is.
Okay.
And
I'm just not going to
now.
It out.
We'll save it.
We'll save it till next week because I know he's going to be.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, the dude that you with the art with B. Smith and then Horn.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That dude's coming. The dude. Hey, you were there, Pete. You were there when me and him. All of a sudden, bleep bleep bleep, Baltimore, and then I end up in the up at the Ringo Awards, and I'm in the elevator with Homeboy, and I'm like, hey man.
I wasn't there yet. You told me about that, but I wasn't there yet.
I was like, hey my man. Oh, that's not cool what you did. And then he stayed in the elevator. I got off and started drinking with Dinesh and them. And then, yeah. All right, we'll talk about it. Thank you.
Okay, so we might have a chance to get a picture of those signs. I'm just a little teaser for you. We might get a picture of the arrows and the signs next weekend.
Yeah. I know. I know where the man's gonna be at, bro. I know.
I'm looking forward to that. That's exciting.
I don't think he has them anymore because I think I saw him.
I'm gonna ask him.
I think I saw him like, ooh, let me tape that.
I'm gonna ask him.
Let me tape that, dude. I'm telling, dude, that guy's wild, bro. Like he is wild.
It depends where he is and his proximity to where I'm going to be. So we'll see how that works out.
Well, he's not still in eye shot. Like we're going to look at you later. Like,
are you where you were last year?
No, nobody's where they were last year.
No, we are. We're at 1,000. We're at 1,000. Get out of here, dude.
Everything is flipped.
Get the.
You were on that side. You're on that side. That's the thing. So if you were all the way away because they
put 1,000. They gave us the same number. So,
I don't even know what my number is, but I just know it's flipped. It's like looking in the mirror.
Marco's gonna be like, wait a second, why am I here with the soda people and the pretzels?
No, you know what it is with the big stars or whatever, but that's not where like the art. I like being with the artist people so I can bullshit.
Yeah, the big stars are gonna be on the other side, and the craft versus stuff are gonna be on the front side.
That doesn't matter to me. So like how we are set up is like when you walk in, we're here. And then if you look at us to the right was like Cody and all those, like all those.
They're going to be to the left now. That's what it is.
But are we going to get switched over to the left too?
I don't know. I don't know where your thing is.
Hold on.
How'd you get your number already? I didn't get my number.
Man, you don't know me.
I didn't ask either, so
you don't know me. You don't know my address.
Never mind. I know why I didn't get my number.
Yeah, I know why you didn't get it either. I don't know why you could get it if you wanted it.
Right? No, you got to be official to get a number.
Well, sorry, you're VIP, bro.
I'm
VIP, unofficial VIP.
Nope, so not official.
Where's the map? All right,
we don't need to listen. All right, so you're sitting at next week.
So here's the thing. Like Friday night, tomorrow do we have Dollar Bin Digging, Pete?
Yes, we'll have Dollar Bin Digging. I'll explain all about tomorrow. X Factor and a couple of the other things.
And then Friday night, you're gonna get the Hot 10 list.
Yep.
Then you're gonna get the Outside Looking In, which will be on the Qualified show.
Yes.
And they have some good stuff on the Qualified show. They were talking about the overexposure of X-Men last week. I thought that was pretty fantastic.
Well, yeah, of course you would.
It was a
Yeah,
trap.
it was great. It was good insight from the
Low
chat.
low rent fucking stuff there.
From the chat and from the panel. And then and then Saturday night you'll get SNS, the return of SNS. You know,
Yeah, they'll be back.
I watched SNS. They didn't have one last week, they had one 2 weeks ago. And they were talking about selling on eBay. They had such good insight about a bunch of stuff.
Oh, the thumbnail that had like 80,000 things on it, nothing to do with the show.
I don't know, but Pete, I'm gonna ask you, can we put that in the link, like that show? Or maybe I'll comment about it.
Almost every person on this channel was on that show too.
Yeah, there were so many people. I wasn't either. So, but it was. I watched it later, and it was such a good. Like they did a deep dive into selling on eBay and how they do stuff and what it is. So if you ever had any interest in selling on eBay and stuff, that was a good place to check it out and learn some things. And then Sunday night, check on Star Wars. They're going to talk about that Bad Batch finale. I think they already talked about Tales of the Empire last week. They did. But I'm sure you're going to get some updates.
But we got something special. We got something special. We got a real look into like what's going on in the marketplace. There's actually something hot going on in the marketplace. People haven't realized. So we're going to start talking about that too. So
that'll be Sunday night, 9:00. And then at some point between Sunday and Monday, you're going to get the Wednesday watch list, which is essential viewing. No, it's true. You are going to get it. Michael.
Oh no, that's not what I'm looking at. I just looked at the format. I just looked at the format.
Watch it. People love the Wednesday watch list. You know what to go.
Why would you put the artist there?
When you actually get to the shop on Wednesday or Tuesday, if you go get your DCs on Tuesday.
If I get it done early, members will get it Sunday. Otherwise, it'll be out on Monday.
Yeah, it's essential viewing. I've had so many people tell me they watch it. Check out that Wednesday watch list. Put it on your reminders. It's fantastic. And then that brings us all the way back around to Wednesday with us next week. We'll be previewing Motor City Comic Con. I'm sure we'll be tier listing something. And I don't know.
I don't know what we're going to do for next week.
I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing, but it'll be ridiculous and it'll be fun. So thank you all for hanging out till 1.
No, thank you.
12 in the morning.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Marco complains about his position at Motor City.
Yeah, we will update you on the Motor City stuff next week and where he is and where his table isn't. So
it isn't there. I'm looking at. I got to send out some text messages right now.
Well, don't send out text
messages.
Well,
while you do that, everybody, it was fun. We'll see you next week. And remember.
Hey, everybody, there's a shit cloud coming. Run for your lives.